Another hard-working kid.
Over the age
This
of
is sure was what you got. And that's just what I did. You said that it'd be easy. Mama said that it'd be free. Fine money living in the USA. There's no place that I'd rather be. Can't you feel it in your bones? Running through your veins. It's the American way. And it's never gonna change. Get up, buddy. Go home proud. Land of the free. Shout it out loud. It's the American way. Yeah, yeah. It's the American way. Yeah, yeah. It's the American way. Yeah. All right.
Welcome to the jungle! Live from the Theodore Jiggett Studio in downtown Hamilton is the Animal House Radio Show, and here's your host, Carlo Wild Thing Valerio.
We got a packed house tonight. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Animal House Radio Show. Loving it tonight. Everybody is here. Dave Hodge, Gisela, Bella, Paul, and we got a very, very special guest in studio live from a critically acclaimed web series called The Bound, and we're going to get to meet and talk with everybody.
Who was critical?
Critically.
Oh, critically.
Critically
No filter
acclaimed.
comedy tornado.
Yes. Paul Field, yes. The Geico Lizard stand-in. Great show. We have the cast of The Bound live in studio later on.
Yeah.
We have a special pre-recorded interview with none other than rock royalty Jason Bonham.
Yeah.
So I know you guys are going to like that. So sit back and enjoy the evening. And I want to welcome you all to the show. Real quick, tonight's show was sponsored by absolutely no one.
Tampax.
Tampax, yeah.
No strings attached.
And don't forget the sperm and the testicles.
Yes, yeah.
I'm assuming that this is not FCC regulated.
Wow, you figured that out.
So we could say cocksucker, motherfucker, fuck shit, cunt, cunt,
Absolutely.
cunt.
Not in one
Yeah.
sentence.
We're
Yeah.
unfiltered.
Try to pace yourself.
Vinny, you gotta break it up, Vinny. Gotta break it up.
So just the left tit or the right tit?
No, he looks like Vinny. Looks like Bruno Kirby.
I'm just curious.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I gotta know these things before we start talking.
The
you know?
poor version.
Oh, Frenchie.
You say whatever the fuck you want, Vinny.
All right. So I don't have to watch my fucking language.
Not at all. You
Got-
say whatever the fuck.
All right, we're good. Let's go, folks.
We will have to listen
He looks
to
like
it.
Bruno Kirby.
Wait a minute.
He does.
You can say big cock, but I can't say big cock coming out of my mouth?
That sucks.
If it's coming out of your mouth.
He's gonna be a little muted.
He's got a big mouth, I don't know.
I want to say, I want to give a shout out to all our syndicated stations: Raw Talk Online, Q-Star FM, American Forces Network, 102 Radio or DLG Radio Orlando. Thank you all for joining in Florida and across the world. Like I said, great show for you tonight. We have so many people in studio, like I said, from The Bound, and like I said, we're going to get to meet everybody. I'm going to introduce you to the guy that started it all. He called me up on the phone one day and says, listen, you know, he was referred to me by Skippy. You know, Skippy.
Peanut butter
Skippy Calvito. Cuz, you know, I don't know what's going
from
on.
Family Ties.
I call her sick.
Wait, the #1 movie maker.
I can't get a ride to no. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, cuz. It's Skippy. Call me back. But anyway, Skippy, he's a good kid. I loved it. I like breaking his balls. But
Again with
Skippy,
the balls.
for those of you who don't know Skippy, is Dominic Calvito. He's an actor himself. He played in the Toxic Avenger. He was the kid that got run over with the helmet on the bike.
Yes.
Nice, good part.
30 points.
That's always a good part.
I heard his scene
More
was.
importantly, 30 points.
I heard his scene was kind of flat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
So I'm going to turn the mic over now to Paulix Diaz, who is the writer, producer, and the creator of The Bound, which as soon as I read the scenario of it, I was hooked, and I think it's a great thing that he's doing. So I'm going to introduce Paulix Diaz. Paul, thanks.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Yeah, so I mean, for whoever's listening, The Bound is a web series about two brothers. It takes place in the Ironbound section in Newark. They run a drug empire. They kick ties back to the Italian mob with the help of a crooked detective.
I knew he was crooked. I
As
knew it.
always.
Those shifty eyes.
They slip and slide through some stuff, and
There he is now.
There he is now. There he is now. So yeah, and the first season it's 8 episodes. We're looking at about 15 to 20 minutes each episode, and hopefully it'll make us some money so we can go on to do season 2.
Right.
And I'm actually surprised on how good everyone's getting along in the cast.
Yeah,
That's good.
There's
You
no
know what I mean?
egos
There's like
there.
no egos, there's no drama and stuff like that. So I'm very happy about that. And it's actually coming out really good.
Good. That's good to hear.
I mean, with the equipment we have to work with, you know.
Kodak camera.
We know the feeling here.
It's a DSLR,
GoPro.
but I mean, not not.
GoPro.
GoPro.
No, let me tell you something. I've been a part of huge productions. I've been a part of really bad productions. But this, you know, we may not have the budget, but the talent is definitely there, and the determination is there. And you know what? I think with those two combinations, it's going to turn out to be big. It's going to catch on somewhere. So, Paul, besides, give us a little bit more in depth about the show, and then introduce everybody who's.
And do they have hash?
Yeah, Paul's in need of hash.
I need smash. So yeah, I mean, pretty much, you know, I would say the best way to describe it is The Sopranos mixed with The Wire.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
You get that street element, and then you get the mob, you know,
Right.
mob style, with
Sicilians.
yeah, and all that. So, but I mean, it's pretty cool because we're incorporating a lot of. We have the Russian mob that also gets into it
Oh,
towards
that's
the
good.
middle of the season.
That's cool.
We have the Latinos that they front all the drugs and stuff. So we're trying to incorporate everybody,
Right.
and
We don't want to leave anybody out.
we don't want to leave anybody out.
Right.
Equal
yeah.
opportunity offender.
Yes.
Exactly. So to my left here we have Joe, who's playing Detective Silva.
Crooked fucking cop.
Fucking asshole.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
So I mean, if you want to explain
You ain't gonna catch me, Joe.
your character a little bit.
Well, my character, as you said, is Bruno Silva, and I am a homicide detective with On the Bound. I'm very excited. This is my first film or video series project. I've done a lot of stage work since I was 12. Don't ask me my age. I'm not telling you.
37.
Yeah, right.
39.
That guitar string's that old.
Quit while you're ahead.
Wait, is this the first cop? Wait, have you ever done a cop before?
Have you ever done a cop?
Oh,
Oh,
what?
no, you never played a cop.
Those were college films and needed the tuition.
All right, let me rephrase that. Have you ever played a cop before?
There.
No, but I played a lot of mean motherfuckers.
That's cool.
But you gotta. Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you really should stock up on donuts and try to understand what the jelly donut is and the
Yeah, Dunkin'
You gotta
Donuts is
really
right
get into the
across the
cop
street.
role, you know.
Hey, I love
Dunkin' Donuts, you know.
Yeah, I'm a
These.
donut man. I love to dunk my donut, you know.
Exactly.
I knew a girl named Donut.
You gotta practice these things.
Down
you
in
know.
the donut.
But now, Paul, if somebody says to you, how does this series set apart from, you know, it's just another series about the mob? How do you respond to that? How do you tell them, like,
Well, it's different because I mean the mob movies or mob TV series, they usually don't incorporate drugs, right? Because that's
Right.
it's against
frowned upon? Yeah.
Yes, you know.
And plus, you have the Russian mob now too.
Yes, so
and a lot of us, you have the conflict
Exactly.
within the mobs, which
Yeah.
is good.
So the thing is, that they don't play the #1 role in this. It's the two brothers from the Ironbound section, which are Portuguese heritage and stuff like that.
Right.
Fisherman.
Fishermen, there you go.
Right.
So so it's different. You know what I mean? It's different. It's the whole drug thing. It's the
Right.
whole, and then you got a lot of the with you and your wife Marilyn
Right,
and stuff.
right.
So the
Marilyn? Gisela.
No. Well, yeah, I got in trouble because I left the script out, and there was the scene with the hotel scene where somebody was supposed to get whacked, and it was a guy, in the room with the girl or something, and this one thought it was my scene. I'm like, no, I
No,
don't.
no.
I was like, it ain't that.
Yeah. When it comes to those scenes, none of the main guys are involved.
No.
No, none of the main guys are.
Because otherwise you would be whacked.
Just the sex scenes.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it differs from everything out there.
Now Jamie is me and Jamie are the brothers.
The brothers.
Right, the Pinto brothers.
Right. And Jamie's the loose one.
How loose is he?
That's what all the guys say.
Jamie's
say
like
it, not
Sonny
me.
Corleone. He's the hothead.
He's the hothead.
Yeah, I'm the wise old owl that just likes to, you know, and
Oh, so you're stretching.
yeah. But what was I gonna say? I felt very comfortable, and the one thing I like about Paul is that he tells you what his vision is, and he says, "Listen, let's do it the way I see it, and then if you have any suggestions, we'll do it your way."
That's the
like
best way.
we just shot a scene at somebody's house, beautiful house, supposed to be my house in the series, and
Did the people know you were using their house?
yeah, no,
Okay.
we
We didn't think a BB gun through the door.
It wasn't breaking and entering, so you know.
We broke in.
I make sure that I used hypoallergenic duct tape, so when I
that's
tied
good.
them up.
Like,
so
hey,
they
we're
don't
using your
break.
fucking house. Get the fuck out.
So now me and Marilyn, who plays Rosa Pinto, my wife, we had a scene together, and it was a really fun scene, and I improvised because I had to look in the refrigerator.
Something
and
you've
then
never done
I grabbed the
before.
lady's whipped cream, and I just started taking whipped cream. And Paul's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
He's a method actor, that's all.
That's it.
But it turned out really well, and everybody's really cool. Like you said, everybody has fun. We talk, we have a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to go. And the scripts are really cool, and he allows you. You know how some people, I want you to say word for word. He
Right.
says, listen, make it your own, and it's very loose there, and I don't feel any pressure, so that's why I'm excited. I was glad to be a part of it, and like I said, I'm going to do everything I can to push it. So,
Carlo's a lucky man. He's got a really hot wife in the series. I'm just throwing that out there. So.
well, if you're the head of a multi-million-dollar,
Yeah.
you can't have like Paul Castellano, the maid that he was banging. She was. But Vinny,
Hey, if it's good enough for Schwarzenegger, it's good enough for everybody else.
see, Vinny is Vinny's one of the hitmen, I think, for the Italian guys.
Yep.
Yes,
And,
because it's stereotypical, don't you?
And he's
Because of the hat.
It's the only thing I can fucking
gave it
get.
away. The hat gave it away.
Listen, it's the only thing I can fucking get when it comes to acting. I swear to God.
That's the only gig.
and he also he's a wrestling manager part time, and he also and then she's gonna love me for this. He also, instead of staying home and celebrating his girlfriend's birthday, he was out working all weekend and forgot it. So I just
Thanks for bringing that up again, asshole.
He's such a slow guy.
he did call.
Called me. Oh yeah, he
I
called
called her
me.
at 1 o'clock I called her at 1 o'clock
Yeah, he
in the
posted it
morning.
on Facebook and everything.
Yeah.
If you called me at 1 o'clock in the morning and I
How
was your girl, I would have hung up on you and then called my boyfriend up, which is probably what she did.
Or send him home.
Hey, if it's any consolation, she called me at 12 o'clock in the morning on my birthday, so, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, so this was payback.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Paul, introduce
Yeah.
Arson
So-
and then Marco.
Yeah, right here in front of me is Arsenal. He plays Sergio, which is
Valente?
Big Surge.
he actually works for Carlo in the series. So yeah, go ahead and let him know a little bit about your character.
Well,
Talking to Mike.
Yeah, speak
I
up.
play Sergio. I work for the family. I'm the cool-headed one. the Jamie and Antonio is very hot-headed, so we balance each other out.
Right.
You know, and that's it. You know, we work together for the family and just bringing everybody close to our group. You know, what we have, and trying to everybody out. You know, Italians, Russians, whatever. We don't want them in. So.
How do you feel about your character in general? Do you like the character that you're
Actually,
playing?
I love it because actually it's me in a way.
Oh, yeah?
Look how quiet he was the whole show so far.
No, it is.
He was all cool and calm.
I'm not hot-headed.
See, I could say some, but then it would spoil some. I can't even.
No,
say
don't give
it.
away.
No,
No.
I can't do any spoilers.
You know, I'm
but
very
No.
low key, and I do whatever I need to do, and I try to, not be the main.
The silent assassin.
Yes.
Was he like Ray Donovan? No.
no,
He's Fredo. He's
Like
Fredo.
Surge.
Fredo.
yeah, sort of, I
Like
guess,
Serge.
because he does make mistakes, and I gotta
Yeah,
yell at
like,
him.
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And again, the Antonio kind of keeps me, your brother keeps me balanced and focused, but makes me do things I really don't want to be doing.
Well, who's gonna
sometimes.
keep Antonio in check? That's the
Well, it's gonna
problem.
have to be you. I
You're
guess.
Who's going to straighten his brother out?
Yeah,
You're going to
that's-
straighten him out?
That's my job. Yeah.
You don't know nobody straightens my brother
That's
out.
his job.
Yeah, but that's mostly, I'm
Yeah, no.
glad I'm, working with this great cast and everybody.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
wonderful.
It is
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
The only thing I don't like, I have one complaint.
Oh, let me get the.
You had to. You had to.
Get the notebook out. Get the
Wait,
notebook
wait,
out.
Wait, it's only one, so that's okay.
Only one.
We'll kill him off in series 2.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the catering.
No. I couldn't you think of a better name than naming me after a car that explodes when you hit it in the rear?
Pinto.
Gremlin?
Pinto.
AMC?
Cadillac.
But no, it's cool. But
That's a popular,
you got the bubble back.
popular Portuguese name. That's why.
no, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Is it short for something or is it actually Pinto?
It's actually Pinto.
All right.
Why Pinto? Why not?
I have a lot of friends named
Actually,
Pinto.
though,
Just
yeah.
insulted.
I don't know. I didn't never. You know what?
It's
I
the
never
Animal
knew.
House, baby.
I know people named. I know people last name Pinto.
Your Delta Chi name is Flounder. Why? Why not?
Face it, Flounder, you fucked up.
You trusted us.
That's right.
And Marco?
Marco
Yeah.
Polo.
Oh, middle name.
We have Marco. He plays the client.
He's what kind of client?
He's the.
Oh, he's the
client.
buyer.
He's the buyer.
That's right. We had a nice.
Oh. That's why I speak to him about the hash.
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
Yes, he's got money to wipe. He's got lots of money to wipe his ass with.
So now we're going into the whites.
That's right.
Marco, what's your name in the show?
He has hash oils, Gene. Pay attention.
Just Klein. Doesn't have a name yet.
Oh, he's not a name yet?
No. it's
Is
just
he
the
going to be a
client.
recurring character? or-
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking to make him a recurring character.
Now, is there
Oh.
going to be going into like we've already got season 1 almost pretty much mapped out?
Yeah.
Is there going to be a lot of characters being introduced in season 2?
Yes, there's gonna be a lot of surprises on season 1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A lot of people go.
The first surprise is you're fired.
No more
But only because he complained.
What? Paul X doesn't like you. All of a sudden you die.
It'd be like what's it called? The Running Man. I'll be back. Only in a rerun.
That's right.
Marco, we'll give you the last name Salento, client.
There you go. You gotta give him a name, a good name.
Salento.
Marco Salento.
I have a couple of ideas that I want to run by you.
Sure.
Nick Papagiorgio.
For different.
From
I
Yuma.
got a great idea.
Yeah.
Why would you run? Just sit down and tell him. What are you gonna run by?
So Vinny, you play the hitman, Giovanni.
Giovanni, yep.
You're the head hitman.
Yes. Yeah.
So you give head
I'm
to all the other
obnoxious guy that
hitmen.
just likes to kill people and shit. You know.
Yeah, he's actually the underboss to Vito, who's
And
the.
that's Al?
And that's Al Cardone.
Al, okay.
I like that name too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he gave me a really cool role.
Yeah, Al's
I
a
get to
great
kill
guy.
people and be obnoxious. It's a lot of fun.
Definitely. Yeah.
Not even acting.
And at the end of the titles where it says, not Bruno Kirby.
It's second nature.
I always play the asshole and everything, though. I mean, even in pro wrestling, I'm always the heel. I'm always the bad
That's
guy.
fun, though. That's fun.
It is, but I was never the good guy in anything. Whether it's acting, whether it's pro wrestling, I've never.
Do you want to be a good guy?
You want to be the good guy? When you go to the screening, you bring popcorn to him.
You always play the asshole in real life as well, right now.
Well, that all depends on the situation.
Now introduce your lovely fiance.
My lovely fiance Zainab Ali. She is the
PA.
production assistant.
Right.
She also has a horror blog, and she's a horror writer too. So.
Oh, cool.
Can you mute your phone?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, put that shit on silent.
Freaking annoying.
You have to whack him.
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
everything up, man.
We gotta set him
I'm
up.
telling you, this guy would fuck up his own wet dream. Okay?
Literally.
She's your fiancée in real life.
Yes.
In real
Okay, I
life.
was no, we're talking characters now. Okay. Okay. Cool. That's fun.
Hold on one second.
So production
Listen,
You gotta put it on
zoom in
speaker
on
so
this
we get
asshole. I
off.
want people to see what he's
Share with the
doing.
whole class. Put it on speaker.
Yeah, put that
Hey,
shit on
do me a
speaker.
favor. He's lost. It's Jamie.
What's good, bro?
He's by
Jamie.
Papa Tomato Pies. He's probably right here, but doesn't. know
Oh,
how to
if
get
he's by
upstairs.
Papa Tomato
Papa
Pie.
Tomato Pie, I can look at it. I don't-
Jamie's lost again. Jamie's lost
Run
again.
down and get him real quick.
I don't know where. I think he's at Papa.
Well, if he's at
Tomato
Papa
Pies.
Tomatoes, he's right here.
Yeah, he's right here.
So he's
Tell him
not
to go into
lost.
the
He just
house.
has to go.
He's gotta walk across.
Tell him to look for the.
No, you know what? with the GPS there, sometimes it says Trenton. It really confuses people. So
I use Waze, so it brought me here.
No, I just tell everybody, put in Papa tomato pies, and I'll come down in the parking lot and get you.
But don't eat their food, please.
No, it's
Especially if you're from New York.
Don't eat
Don't
their
even.
food.
No.
It's a pizzeria.
They're
Listen
really
to
popping
this.
tomatoes.
Listen.
And they don't sell slices.
No,
It's
wait.
it's no.
Most of the country doesn't, though, Carlo. You
Let
should
me
know
tell
that
you
by now.
something. I moved to Jersey.
Yeah, most of the country doesn't. That's why they usually advertise pizza by the slice.
Wildwood.
There's a reason they do that.
Wildwood, New Jersey's got some.
No, I moved to
Oh, it's
Jersey
tri-state
5 years
area,
ago,
yeah.
right? In Tom's River. So there's a pizzeria named Joey D's from Brooklyn. It's on the outside. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta taste this pizza. I walk in, I order pizza, I sit down, I ate it. It was horrible. So I go, where's the owner? So she goes, everything all right? I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. I said, I just want to speak to the owner. So the owner comes out, he goes, everything all right? I says, not really. He goes, what's the problem? I go, the pizza sucks, and you need to do me a favor. He goes, what do you need? Take the sign off from Brooklyn out of your window, because this is not Brooklyn pizza.
Yeah, really.
No.
Disgusting. And I walked the fuck out.
It's no L&B Spumoni Garden.
No,
so
and
I'll tell you that right now.
I grew up in Brooklyn, so I know.
Not even close. Now, here's a
Jeez.
funny story. Traveling on the road, I was at the Twin Rivers Casino for the weekend, and I had a.
Nice.
It was in Rhode Island, and a hotel was in Massachusetts, but they were like a 1 block difference. You would be in Rhode Island, Massachusetts.
Yeah,
So
right over the bridge.
We're going to check into the hotel, and on the way there, she sees a pizzeria. It looked like a nice place. She goes, "Oh, when we check in, go grab some pizza." I said, "Okay." So I walk in there. I go, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Can I have a pie, one large pie to go?" Goes, "We don't have pies here. The bakery's down the street." I say, "Goodbye. I'll see you. I'm not ordering no pizza from
Oh
that
my
guy."
God.
How about the show in Springfield? Remember the show I did in Springfield at the theater?
Most of the country doesn't call it pie.
And the green one, they had pizza. And he said, oh, you have pepperoni? And they just threw pepperoni on top. There you go.
It wasn't. They even looked like pepperoni. It looked like they sliced Taylor ham on it.
I just don't. Listen, I don't like anything in
If
Jersey.
you ever been to Italy, though, pizza there is completely
It's
different than
focaccia.
pizza here.
Yeah.
Right.
Way.
And they don't eat it with their hands either.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like.
He gets mad because I eat it with a fork.
There is good pizza in Tom's River, but you have to know where it is.
Yeah.
'Cause most of them
I
are
have.
good.
I don't
My
get
family's
mad.
right from the
I've
coast,
never
so-
seen that before. I'm not used to, but in Italy,
And I eat my pasta with a
that's
fork
an
and spoon.
insult if you eat it with your hands.
Oh, and if you
Supposedly.
visit the Vatican, it's expensive just to walk through the door.
Literally.
Like, it doesn't even.
Oh.
It's like $150 just to get in the door of the Vatican.
I want to go to the Vatican. I want to go to Italy.
Yes, listen to her. You have to go to the. That's where she
Don't
wants.
go in the
That's it.
basement.
You're going
It's on,
now.
it's on the bucket list.
Tell them that's where your honeymoon
We gotta
wants to
dump a
be.
Do
bucket.
not go in the
I
basement.
told her the
Look out
second
for
we
the
go
priest.
skydiving, we'll definitely go to Italy.
I told him it's on our bucket list. I want to go to Italy.
Know what you do? When you guys get married, smoke a joint and put up a mural.
I'll do
So
that.
much
I'll do that
You
solo
don't even
just
need
for
a
shits and giggles, you know.
And you can even have like old Sola Mia in the background, the ambience.
That's funny.
So you're the PA,
Yeah.
and what?
She's
how-
Pa? She's
I know
Pa.
she's having a lot of fun.
I love it. I absolutely love this amazing cast. I love everything that they're doing, and most of all, I love the passion behind this project. I mean, it really means so much to them, and you can tell.
Yeah.
All right,
Some more people.
man of the hour here.
Dan Haggerty's here.
Hey, Jamie, nice to see you. All right, can we get him a chair, Jamie?
Well, they could sit right
Oh,
there.
it's a nice, comfortable chair
Oh,
right
yeah.
there, brother.
Right there if they want.
Get the comfortable
Behind the table.
And we just had for those of you who are listening, we're talking with
There's one
the
mic here.
cast of The Bound,
There's one here.
new web series that
I'm going there.
I'm starring in, and I have the whole cast brought in because I really believe in this project, and I really want to help it out. And like I said, and Paul touched upon it before, he said, you know, the one thing I noticed that there's no egos here. Everybody just has fun. Everybody helps each other out, and it's just, you know, and like I said, the fact that we can freewheel it and he's not a stickler for details. Paul wants what he wants. He would like me to bring more than one shirt to the shoots.
Of course.
And I had
Professional.
it's weird because I thought I had to wear what I wore the last time for continuity. I had no idea I was supposed to wear something else. So I brought that, and then he's like, well, you know, we got. So he gives me this.
Wait. Try one of Vinny's shirts. Remember that one?
Yeah, okay.
You gotta be like Bonanza. They always wore the same outfit for years.
I couldn't get it past my elbows.
Wait,
Oh my God.
did
That
Carlo
was
tell
too
you the
funny.
time he did Bull and he left, like, he came home from filming and you left your suitcase on the floor with all your clothes in it?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Somebody actually robbed him, like, in a blink of an eye
no,
while he was
I-
on the phone.
No, it's funny. Paul goes like this. He's like, Vinny, is it okay that Carlo borrows one of your shirts? I go, is he going to be able to fucking fit?
I'm like, Paul, what do you want? Hash? You better get some.
Again with the hash.
No, but I was doing bull and I came back home. I was in Port Authority waiting for the bus to go back to Tom's River. So now, sometimes that bus, because it's a direct, it goes straight, it doesn't
Goes to
stop.
Pittsburgh.
So the line's always long. So I had like one of those winter coats on with the Sherpa. It was a hoodie. So I put it on the floor to mark my spot. I go around the corner to charge my phone. I'm like, oh, my bus is going to leave in 5 minutes. I go back, my coat's gone.
Well, you made a mistake. You made a mistake. If you're going to mark your spot, you got to pee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right? And a homeless person would have probably liked it better.
Thieves?
Hey, Gene, is there a mic over there for
Can you
Jamie?
even imagine that?
Okay.
Never.
I want to get Jamie mic'd up.
Oh, we got stands but no mics. Okay.
But, all right, we're going to take, I guess, let me see some here. Let me put some this on here.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. It's fun.
Yeah, no, I want to get Jamie involved.
Well,
I want to hear Marco say something because he hasn't said a fucking word yet.
He said polo already.
The one that's funny, that I was busting his balls about it. We did a scene in a restaurant where he's coming to me he wants to,
Purchase some stuff.
Get some
right,
business.
so, and he's supposed to be this buyer. He comes to me, he's got like a checkered shirt on. I'm like, he looks like Pee Wee Herman. Where's Pee Wee Herman getting all this money? I was like, but it was funny. I was only breaking his ball, but it's funny. But we had a great scene and I'll tell you, what I liked too is that everybody, all the places have been very accommodating. Like
Yes.
the Cafe Z.
Oh, yeah.
Jail.
But, yeah.
The old lady that takes her teeth out at night.
Gumby. That's
Yeah.
Gumby.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said,
It sounds like a great. I like the whole premise behind it.
Yeah, the story's really good. The story's really good.
now, when did you think of this, Paul? You just was,
I've been thinking about it for a while, actually.
are you a film student or anything?
No,
like that?
not at all. This is my first project.
Wow.
What's
Yeah.
this?
Man, last Christmas he got a camera.
Oh, actually, I don't have a camera. I had to pay the guy to use his camera.
Oh, Dinesh, right?
Yeah, Dinesh.
He's very good.
Well, the
though.
good
He's
thing
great.
is that you could actually use your
great.
iPhones or cell phones because they have
Yeah,
the
nowadays,
GoPro
yeah.
now.
Everything's so
That's
digital. Yeah,
awesome.
digital's digital.
They got the GoPros now?
Yeah, they have GoPro for the
shit.
iPhone. I
Oh,
know
wow.
for sure.
Did
they
I
have
tell
that.
you I almost did 30 years for doing an independent movie?
No.
Yeah, we read about it.
You read about it?
Toy gun.
I was cast in a movie called Vendetta Games. I was supposed to be the bodyguard for a drug dealer. And they said, we're filming in Woodbridge, New Jersey. I was on a Monday. I said, I had nothing better to do. Let me see. You never know these little films, they blow up. I said, okay.
And I told them, don't go. It sounds
She
really
was
bad.
she was a little leery for, and then once I got there, I knew it was. So I
And
said,
even when I
"Let me
dropped
ju-"
him off, it looked weird. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think you should go.
He's a young guy.
She instantly knew that you were fucked right then.
Yeah,
and there.
Right,
literally.
so
Yeah.
She usually does.
The kid was from Staten Island. He had no money. He was like,
Yeah.
he brought his like grandmother's Mr. Coffee maker for craft services. That was the extent of it. So
Take that coffee to go.
now, let me preface this by saying years ago I got in trouble.
Preface. Ooh.
I can't even look at a gun. I'm not allowed to. So they give me this prop gun. They said, this is a car chase scene. Sit in the passenger side, pretend like you're shooting at somebody in front of you. We'll dub all that in later. So we drive around Woodbridge. The guy's in the back with the GoPro, one guy driving, and I'm just out the window.
And neighbors looking out their window thinking
I-
it's a real shootout. Call the
my
cops.
God.
4-minute scene. We get
Please
back.
tell me they had a permit.
No, well, we get back, and we're surrounded by SWAT.
Oh my God.
Shit.
No permit. He admitted he had the gun. The gun was a real gun,
Well,
not even a prop gun.
It was a BB
It was a
gun.
according
BB
to
gun.
New
And in
Jersey.
New Jersey, you might as well have an assault rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we get back, and I'm standing around. The scene is done, and I have it in my waistband. I'm still in character. So the cops
All the
go
way to
up.
jail.
Now this is when they had the attacks on Paris. So
Oh,
all these guys were amped up. They hear that.
Oh my
They
God.
come riding in. I get arrested. The movie company, the scumbag Andre Joseph, says.
What's his name?
His name was Andre,
Andre Joseph.
I just want to
Yeah,
make sure.
put the fucker on blast.
I like
Well, he
Mixed
should
with
be.
aspirin.
I call him. He calls me. Says, "Don't worry. I have Carlo's belongings. I'm gonna give you everything. We're gonna bail him out. No worries." Okay, so I'm not worried now.
Yeah.
Well, he never bailed him out.
Yeah,
Never.
he left me in there.
Yeah.
$10,000 bail. He promised to come, and even the cops. The
He-
cops that showed up were dicks.
Nuts.
No offense, but in
Well,
their,
the police
in their
have shown
defense,
Detectives.
in their defense,
Well, they weren't dicks. They were
they
rookies.
don't, they were responding to a call. They don't know. When they get there, now the kid didn't have. He probably called Woodbridge, and they gave him an astronomical number, the film, for the permit, and he tried to fly under the radar.
He's on his third
So
one.
now he tells them that I brought that gun to the state. They tried
Yeah.
to hang me out to dry.
Oh my God! I would have
So I
killed the
sat
fucker.
in Middlesex County Jail for 4 days until she can get a couple
And
of
he
family-
wouldn't let me pick up his wallet. He lived in Staten Island. I'll meet you in Staten Island somewhere.
Yeah, had all my
And he
stuff.
goes,
I'm
I
like,
can't give you his wallet. I'm like, he's got his
Really?
money in there. I could bail him out with his own money.
Yeah.
And I couldn't because he had his wallet.
So I had like my garment bag when I had like my stuff with me, and I had to go meet him after I got out, and he was like this to me, he handed it to me. And
Like he was
met me
afraid.
in like the Target parking lot because I was gonna kill him.
What's his name again?
His name
Andre
was
Joseph.
Andre Joseph, AJ Epics, AJ Epics, EPYX
And
Productions.
he's not Sicilian. He's the other kind.
Wait, I didn't hear that name of the production company. What was it?
AJ Epics.
Yeah, but they changed it like 3
EPYX.
times after.
Yeah, so and they were bragging on
Limited
Kickstarter
liability.
that they had all this kind of money to film and all
Oh
this.
my God!
So, but that was my, and then I wound up getting charged for possession of a firearms.
Still
now because I got in
But
trouble,
acting. How's that?
you know,
Permits.
No permit.
right?
No permit.
Plus,
Once they arrest him,
Yeah, but that should be the other. That should be the director's.
Right.
Yes.
Well, that was my whole case, Vinny. I said, well, if George Clooney goes on the set, he doesn't go up, or De Niro goes on the set, he don't go up to Scorsese and say, Marty, you got your permits today, right?
Yeah, really.
It's not our job to ask that. We're there to go, act, and leave.
And plus, once they arrested him, they were embarrassed now.
But
Now
it's
they're
a
not
very-
backing down.
It's a good lesson.
make an
Learn
I
example.
really
for
hope you got a
everybody.
good fucking lawyer for that because.
Well, I had to
Yeah.
go on TV. It was a whole big thing. Help me, Howard. I had all these news
He's
people
still on
involved.
probation. He had finally his last.
Actually,
Wow.
3 years probation.
Yep.
But because I've had transgressions when I was younger.
Transgressions.
So I'm not supposed to touch a gun.
See a priest.
They, so they call that a certain.
Well, now you guys are allowed to marry, right?
I get it. I know.
Okay.
So
Trust me, I understand.
If he didn't take the
Carlo,
plea,
you're allowed to
he-
marry the other ones now, right?
15 to 30 years. in
30
prison.
years for shooting a
to.
stupid independent movie.
Up to 30 years.
It was 15 years,
So I made him take the plea.
but
He
if
never
I was found guilty,
went
the
to
judge
sleep.
could have hit me with an enhancement and doubled the time.
Enhancement. A lot of work to it.
Wow.
So that's why I was like, I hope there's no gun scenes. in this
And the
thing.
state, listen, and the country wonders why our country's in debt. It's because they put innocent people in jail.
It's not even this country. It's welcome to New Jersey. 'Cause that's the only-
It goes across the country like that.
Well,
You know, a lot of these
technically, New
crazy people
Jersey's
out
not
there.
a stopped and
I mean,
ID state, so if
anything
they
can
ask your
happen in
ID, you
Jersey.
could actually refuse
But
it unless
anything-
they're arresting you. so.
With this state, though, anything with guns, they're like Gestapo here. You know?
Yeah.
And the prosecutor, you know how many people flooded the governor's office and all these, and the prosecutor's office? They had to actually call my lawyer and tell him, please tell people to stop. And they look bad. And Bill Spady, thank God, on 101.5, he was like my champion. He had
Good
me
guy.
on every day.
Chasing News.
That name
and-
sounds familiar.
He should have kind of sued.
He's on
He
Chasing
should-
News,
He
Channel
does the
5.
morning show on
and Channel
101.
9.
Bill Spady. He's the
Yeah, but he's from
morning
New
guy.
York.
I know
So.
what you're talking about, yeah.
So, but everybody.
He should have countersued, though. He should have countersued. He should have sued everybody.
Shit, I would have.
But
kid didn't have
it
no
doesn't
money.
matter. He tried to sue, but the man changed his net, whatever it is, the
So- Yeah, but
you can
production
still sue
agent,
him and the
Doesn't
production
matter. You could have sued
You
everybody.
can. I mean,
False
yeah, but there's
arrest,
a lot of money with the penalty.
defamation of
I
character,
could've sued him
loss
for-
of work. I mean, it was a list of how long you could sue.
I could have
for.
sued him for future earnings, but the kid is
What's the
broke.
statute of limitations?
You can't get.
I don't
blood-
mind keeping them that way.
He couldn't work. He couldn't leave the state for a whole.
Well, you can't get
I
blood from a
couldn't
stone,
travel
so
'cause I
you're
was
right.
on-
I mean, if he doesn't have money, you can't get shit.
I
But
would
you
sue
never
the
know, one of
county.
his other independent films could blow up.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that just happened to be.
A judgment is good for 20
I-
years.
I hope-
Just
Yeah,
saying.
and the Pope might be Jewish one day too.
Really? Wow.
I hope people will learn from that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, so it's a chapter in my life that I regret. But
He should have fucking listened to me.
you know what? You try everything, Vinny. You know, you see if you throw it against the wall and see if it sticks. It just was.
And when it does, it does.
I feel your pain, brother, because sometimes I don't listen to her, and I should have listened. And
No.
she's like, "See what the fuck I'm telling you? You should have listened to me." Blah blah blah.
But
And I
because
just-
he's a
I
comedian-
never hear the end of it. Right?
You're not gonna believe it just came in on the news.
What's
The
that?
new Pope's name, Irvin Colombo.
No,
You know-
the funny thing is when he did call me to tell me he was arrested,
She
I didn't
thought I
believe
was
him because he's a
joking.
comedian. I'm like, yeah,
She
get
thought I
the
was
fuck
pulling
out
her
of
leg.
here.
I'm like, Joe,
And-
I'm not kidding.
And then the officer grabbed the phone out of his hand and he goes, "Ma'am, and I'm like, what?" I'm like, you guys are kidding.
Even the cops that when she went down there to try and get me out, they're like, why did they arrest this kid?
No, they said if they were there, they would have
It
never
got to the
arrested.
point of no return. That's what
He got a
happened.
rookie cop, and he got, they wanted to make the rest. That's all.
It was
So
one.
now, so now you brought the whole fucking audience down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God damn it.
No, I just wanted to share my experience. But
Oh no,
On a positive note, Mike Magic Johnson.
joining us late is a guy who I've recently got the
Duck
pleasure
Dynasty.
to
Duck Dynasty. I know him.
acquaint. That's his bodyguard. Jamie Mattis, who plays Antonio on The Bound, he plays my brother, and he's the wild man. He's the hothead, and he's the one that I got to try and keep cool. But he plays a great part, and he gets involved with everything. Jamie.
Which one's Jamie? I don't know.
Jamie is right there with the white,
Okay.
and I like Jamie because he's involved in every aspect of it, and he gives you his experience because he's done a lot of acting as well. So, Jamie, you want to?
He needs him. Oh, he has a mic.
He has a mic, yeah.
Everybody has a mic.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to continue filming, and
Have
think
you enjoyed
everyone's-
the experience so far, though?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, it's a learning curve for everybody right now on set, I think, you know.
Yeah.
But I think a couple more episodes and we'll all be good to go. So
I think under the circumstances, because and no offense, we don't have a big budget, but I think
Nah.
despite that, I think it's been really, we've been able to pull it off pretty good.
yeah.
You have people with passion that makes it work. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
But Jamie, tell us about Antonio, his character. How much are you in relation to him in real life?
Nowadays, I'm nothing like him. But I mean, at a time in life, yeah, I was just like him. But yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna bring a lot of things to this that are different from what other people are doing with the same type of movies.
Right.
So I'm excited to keep filming and get something out there. And I don't want it to take 2 years. I want to get it done and get it out there.
Well, you don't want to rush it before it's time, but I understand your
Yeah,
point
definitely
of
don't
view.
want to rush it, but it's tough. It's tough when you got a bunch of people and getting everyone on the same page and having everyone show up, and it's
Yeah, it's hard.
it is what it is.
You guys have a certain platform where you want to air this on, like YouTube, Netflix, Amazon, whatever.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
actually aiming for Amazon. To
Amazon,
Be honest with you.
okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hopefully, make some money for the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to keep it rolling,
If it catches you right away, yeah.
At least keep us in pizza.
Yeah, why not?
Nothing down here though.
No.
But
What's that called? Poppin' tomatoes?
Oh no, don't ever even go there.
now, Jamie, is this your brother?
This is my brother, yeah.
Yes. Is this
Yeah.
the gentleman who was in the Navy?
No, that's my son.
Oh, your
my
son
son's in
is
the
in-
Navy.
okay.
Yeah, he's stationed in Hawaii, so you won't
Wow.
be seeing him
Nice.
probably.
Now, is he going to be a part of the series? And
My
stuff?
brother is, yeah. Yeah, and a couple of my cousins in the last time, I just whacked a couple of my cousins in the last time we shot, so.
Family's getting small.
Wow. No, that's what my character does.
Less presents.
He whacks people, so.
Two less Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Don't open the package.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, like I said, does anybody have any questions? Anything that they want to ask about the
That was
cast
my
at all?
question. I wanted to know where they were gonna platform this show.
Jamie, where are you from, Jamie?
I'm from Jersey,
I don't know what part though.
Middlesex County
Oh,
area,
yeah.
Central Jersey.
Oh, that's where he was
East
Scotch
arrested.
Plains, I never
Yeah, stay out of that jail.
East Brunswick, Old Bridge, Sayreville.
Right.
Right by me.
I hate that jail.
Which one?
Middlesex.
No, that's where he was. Yeah,
they all
4
suck.
days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's no.
I don't know anybody that likes jail.
Well, the one in Trenton
Monmouth
sucks
is
too,
worse.
from what I heard.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're in a federal thing, then it's nice. You play golf all day. But then,
Oh yeah, and bend over when you
You're
get the
talking
ball.
from jail to prison. That's two different things.
And at least when you get banged there, it's by a millionaire.
That's all in one.
Oh, man.
But anyway, I'm gonna say my inquiring mind questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
That's a good time.
So, all right. So you guys here every week. I ask 3 questions, and then you guys answer to the best of your ability.
Is there a prize?
Yes, you could try to be funny, creative, whatever. Okay. So my first question would be, which TV family is most like your own? And
Adam's
explain.
Family.
And then,
The Bundys.
and then the second question is, what 3 famous people, living or dead, would you want at your fantasy dinner party?
Who the hell wants a
And
dead
why?
person at their fantasy party?
At a fantasy, living or dead. Some people he might.
But if
Sam
the dead
Kinison-
person likes it-
Hello, Sam Kinison. You know
They
he's
eat
going to
less.
say that. And then third one, since Christmas is approaching, what is your favorite Christmas movie, both animated and non-animated?
All right, you start.
That's a good.
Go around the room and you start with everybody. Go ahead, pick them out.
You go, teach yourself. Go first.
Paul, you want to start?
Well, he.
So the
go
first
ahead.
question was.
Which TV family is most like your own?
That's a hard one.
That's pretty hard.
A lot of TV shows over the years.
Chico and the Man.
I would say maybe married with children.
Oh my God!
I was just gonna say that.
Oh my God!
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Joe, what about you?
What?
What about you?
He's like, not me.
What family?
Wake up, Joe. You gotta go to the rehearsal, Joe. Get up. Get up.
I really can't tell you. I like no.
I got mine.
Ozzy and Harriet, definitely.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow, awesome.
Wow. Mine's Dick Van Dyke Show.
Oh, Robin Laura Petrie?
My father was a character. My mother was a singer-dancer. So yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Oh, probably in my house, the Manson family.
Not reality shows.
I remember your sister Squeaky.
No, if I had to pick something closely with the always with the confrontation, it's got to be the Barones, like with the mother and the with Ray. Everybody loves Raymond with the So that's probably
Gisela.
I know you, Dave.
I said the Bundys. Get back to me. I gotta
The
think of somebody
Bundys.
else because Matt
Oh,
Patrilla's
he
already
stole
here. So
it.
give me a
All
second.
right, so go ahead.
Arsenval. What about you?
Tough question. Family ties.
Family
Oh, that's
time.
nice.
Family tie. Oh, Urkel.
Which one were you?
At this age, the father, I guess. But it was Alex.
Oh, that's
when
the
I
other
was
one. Okay, I'm
younger.
thinking of okay.
Urk was
Family Matters. I always get them
Family
confused.
Did I do
Marco, what
that?
about
How did you get that confused?
you? Marco, what about you?
Yeah.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Maybe.
He was in the theater the other day.
Maybe me acting up
Yeah.
like him, but I don't know. I probably would say. Probably say
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
No Family
There you
Guy.
go.
I'll probably say the same thing as Everybody Loves Raymond.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool, yeah.
I was gonna say the Seavers, Growing Pains.
Oh,
you know,
wow, okay.
I was going to say that. You just now I think so.
Now you would have said that. What you call it? Small Wonder.
Oh yeah,
Small
she's
wonder.
hot.
You know like that show?
Love
Yeah,
that
That's
show.
my
She was
family
all-
like that?
Brewster.
Yeah, okay. I
Funky,
have
yeah.
a Sicilian family. No, nothing like it.
Hi, Vinny. What about you?
I hate to.
God.
I hate to say the same thing that somebody else did, but definitely Married with Children.
And now, are you Peg now?
Oh God, I feel more like we're
Well,
this
my
is
mom and my
good.
dad used to fight just like
Right.
Al Bundy's
Al and
wife.
Peggy? Yeah.
My parents, I don't know. What, honey, help me out here.
Well, you and I would still say is part of the
Bundy family.
Bundy family because we always say sarcastic insults.
You obviously
for
didn't
each
study
other.
for this test.
How about this family?
I think we're
How
a
about
lot
this
like-
family? The Hills have eyes.
What about the hills have thighs? That's my favorite one.
I think. Well, the way I see us as a couple, like you and I are a lot like.
Well, I don't know. We go to porn conventions quite often, so I don't know.
We can't be like. Can we be like Lucy and Daisy? You know.
Sure.
Lucy.
Yeah, they slept in the
You're on
same
TV.
bed together.
That's what I
She gets on her
do.
nerves and she wants to choke him a good majority of the time.
Okay. All right.
So I think we're a lot like them as a couple, but as a family, are we really like the Bundy family?
What'd you say? Use our
Bundy's
opposites, but
family.
then opposites attract.
Yes, exactly.
I would say yeah.
Exactly.
They agreed on that.
Yeah. Because see, that's the funny thing is he's more
Of an
he's-
asshole.
He's more he actually
dick.
comes out and says things. I'm more subtle, and people don't expect it from me.
I dress up as a condom every year for Halloween.
People
So.
expect.
He does a
it.
great character.
I
Yeah,
want
it doesn't.
You
He
wanna
wants to
laugh?
be
A
a
magnum
baby.
condom too.
I want a Halloween costume as a tube of Vagisil.
Oh my God, we should have went together. That would be great.
The only problem was he had a yeast infection. That's the bad part.
You really want to talk about infections, Paul? We went to Baltimore 2 weeks ago.
Ah, here we go.
We stopped at the Wawa. He drank an orange
Had
soda.
nothing to do with the drinking of the.
Now it's 3 hours to Baltimore. He pulled over 9 times to pee.
No, more than that.
Oh my God.
More than that.
I had a urinary tract
Why
infection.
Wawa? You should have went to like a
They had to
cracker,
bring a
cracker
custom
barrel or
No,
something.
but it was just
No.
to stop there
You
to
don't understand.
pick up stuff to go on the road with.
It had nothing to do with what I drank. I had a urinary tract infection, and they gave me medication that made me. I couldn't
You said
stop.
the soda.
wow.
You kept blaming the soda.
I should have never
I
had
should have drank anything, but it didn't matter. It was coming out anyways. Where's it coming from?
That's some water.
And then on the way, he does a 3-hour show. So he held it in for that. As soon as he
Oh
was
my
done,
God, no wonder why you got
he
fucked
went,
up.
"Thank you, good night."
People go, where's he going?
Then on the way
And
home,
then came back to take everything down.
it's like, we're driving home. It's 1/4 to dead. I'm like this in the van. He's got like an enterprise van that we rent when we go on the road. So I'm leaning up against the door. All of a sudden, I hear that he pulls over, and I know what he's doing. I don't have to open my eyes. He's got to pee again.
It's like the 17th time.
Right. So all of a sudden the door opens. I almost fall out, and he's got his back to me, like leaning up against me, peeing because he don't want the people that are passing by him on the road. I said, Paul, I love you, but I don't love you.
You said, I don't think I've ever been this close to you before.
Wait, did he ask you for the reach around or no?
No.
He didn't ask. He just did it.
And it was just fun.
We don't do that.
And it just was every couple of months.
Every half hour, man.
And meanwhile,
not stop.
we're tired, but we worked all night. And he's got this station
Good
on called
meditation
Stars End,
I
and it's
love it.
meditation music.
Wakes me
And
right
you're
up.
listening to meditation music while you're driving.
Wakes me right up. I'm hyper. I don't sleep 4 hours a
And
day.
then he tells me, I didn't want to tell you, but I couldn't even see that night.
I was blurry. My eyesight was blurry from the medication. I had all side
How did
effects.
you not hit a guardrail? Like,
No, I could
Because
see
he
the
kept going
road.
over the pink.
I could see the roads every day. I just couldn't. The signs were blurry.
I've taken some
I
of
know
my
I
best
know.
naps behind the wheel.
Yeah.
There you go.
he knows.
That's right, Jamie.
Jamie knows. Jamie knows that shit.
All right, Jamie, what about the first question? What TV family would you think?
He doesn't
In,
know this.
in
but
fear of incriminating myself, I would just plead the fifth.
He doesn't know because he hasn't seen this yet. But Showtime Shameless.
Love that shit.
Oh, Shameless.
I'm gonna
To the T.
say I'm more like a Chevy Chase in Christmas Vacation.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Yes.
That's cool.
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
one.
That's a great. Yeah, that's great.
And the second question, you want to go
The
over?
second question: what 3 famous people, living or dead, would you want at your fantasy dinner party?
Ooh,
Three that have never been in my living room before.
Oh shit.
that's a tough one. There's
No,
so
that's
many-
not bad. Think about it.
No, but I mean, there's so many choices for especially if you're
Especially if you're dead.
Well, I already
Yeah.
know Sam Kinison is definitely one.
Well, of
person.
course he would be there.
Right.
Donald
You just
Trump.
got to figure out the other 2.
Donald Trump.
That would be fun.
So I can poison his dinner.
No. He's gonna do a lot of good things soon. Be ready, man.
I'll make
Be
dinner
ready.
great again.
There you go. Paulie, who would you want?
Einstein,
No, I would
Paul
say.
McCartney,
There you go.
Marilyn Monroe.
Wow.
Wow.
Living or dead? Living,
Nice.
living
Yes.
or dead, right?
Yes.
I would say Megan Fox.
Ooh.
I like that. Let's see who else. I don't know. I kind of dig Nicole Kidman.
Ooh. Okay.
Where's he would?
I see.
You wouldn't like her up close.
I sense an all-female
She's still good
cast
for
here.
range.
Yeah.
You gotta give it.
He
Oh, no
actually
guys?
likes Patricia.
You know what Paul looks like?
Go ahead.
Oh shit.
Artie Lang.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Artie Lang.
My
Artie
buddy Artie.
Lang, wow.
Love Artie.
You do. You look like
He's
a
doing
young
so
Artie Lang.
good.
A young Artie Lang.
My prayers go out to him. He's holding strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing good.
He is real good.
So that was 3. You said Nicole Kidman,
Was
Megan
it one more?
Fox,
One more.
and
Yeah, Megan Fox, Nicole Kidman, and I would say
Alyssa Milano. No, I'm kidding.
No, that's mine. Stop.
I know. Shut up.
say Shayna Moakler.
Who the hell is that?
The Playboy model.
Oh, okay. Wow. Paul, you're up on
It's
that.
May 1985. May 1985. She likes to horse ride. And she plays golf.
Nice.
All right, Joe. Who did you pick?
All right, Frank Sinatra, of
Oh,
course.
there you go.
Marie Callender. No.
No,
That's good. Nice.
Natalie Wood,
Okay. Oh, she would.
She
A little
floats.
bit that doesn't float.
She floats. She floats.
Not really.
and who else? Maybe Dean Martin. We'll bring him in there too.
The Rat
There
Pack.
you go.
Yeah,
We
the old
got a
Rat
Rat
Pack.
Pack
Ain't
thing.
that
So.
a kick in the head?
That would have been a great era to be a fly on the wall.
Absolutely.
When they were ruling Vegas back in the 60s, man.
What about you, Paul?
I did
You already did
You
his.
did? Who was
Yeah.
yours again? I forgot.
Paul McCartney.
Einstein, Paul McCartney, and Marilyn Monroe.
Can't you think
Get the
of anybody else?
out of
But,
your ear.
yeah, but can't he think of anybody? But
Hey, Babe
Einstein.
Ruth.
Einstein kind of.
No, I would love. Oh,
Me
but
neither.
yeah, forget Einstein.
It's
Nikolai Tesla.
There you go.
Smartest man
his
ever lived.
man.
on the
That's
planet.
Tesla.
It's his fantasy dinner
That's
party. He
right.
can invite whoever he wants.
Oh, fantasy. That's different. Julia Ann.
That's what I said. Fantasy.
How was her
That's why I was
book?
like confused. Sorry.
Sam Kinison, John Belushi, and Alyssa Milano.
Okay, dive.
Dead, and wish she was dead.
Jesus, because there's always going to be more food if he's there. You can always make more. Marissa Tomei.
Oh!
And I don't know. There's got to be somebody that's coming up on Disney now, so I'll figure that out later.
Oh my God.
A future wife.
What about 3 Marissa tonight?
That's funny.
That's not a bad
It's still a
idea.
fantasy.
And that's right. That's if we're going whole fantasy, yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit.
I mean, if you think about it,
It's a fantasy.
Nowadays,
Me and her can make watercolors, Paul.
no, but nowadays they're actually doing cloning. So I mean, shit. Well, they got a robot that talks now that has sex.
Right.
They have a fleshlight that talks now, too.
Yeah.
We know what's on your
That
Christmas
doesn't
list.
surprise me.
I have a dick that talks.
Got a lot of gangsters that talk nowadays too.
Oh, God.
That's true.
It's got 2 eyes instead of 1.
So, Dave, what was your choices again?
He said.
3 Melissa.
Jesus.
3 Alyssa Milano's.
Jesus,
And
Marissa Tomei.
Oh, 3 Marissa
And his
Tomei's,
future
that was
wife.
it.
Yeah,
3 Marissa Tomei's, that was
we'll
it.
go with
Which
Nickelodeon
is-
star Kira
Which is Marissa
Kurosawa.
Tomei.
The defense is wrong.
Good thing I'm the plaintiff.
That was a full posse rear.
Now I understand the hostility.
Yes.
Oh my. All right, Jamie. What about you? 3 people at your fantasy dinner party.
You know, I don't really get like
Starstruck.
Yeah, I don't. To be honest,
It's not about being
Angel
starstruck.
Salazar.
I mean, yeah.
You don't have to be starstruck. There's some people you might.
I don't break bread with Angel. We only break coke. No. You know, I don't get starstruck, so really, like, I can't think of anyone better to break bread with than the people I do it right now.
Yeah, but
You know,
Jamie,
my
we're not talking
family.
about starstruck. It's people that you want to have a conversation with at dinner. Like you want to know something, or maybe you want to.
My family.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's his fantasy.
You want to hear a funny story about Angel?
No.
He's out of his mind, but you gotta love him. We're in Virginia, and we're coming back from a gig, and we would stop at this all-night Denny's, and Angel's like 6 Chardonnays deep, and he's feeling it. So we go into this Denny's, and he's like stumbling and slurring, and he walked in, and apparently these guys must have been doing some kind of Civil War reenactment, and they were there like waiting to get seated. So Angel walks in, looks at them, and goes, "Holy shit! How long you guys been waiting?" It's just the stuff that we did on the road was just unbelievable.
He did really good at Dangerfields a week ago.
Yeah.
Went and seen him in the city with my
Joe
brother.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah,
Joe
went and seen him with
D'Onofrio,
Joe.
too, was,
Yep.
Is it D'Onofrio or D'Onofrio?
D'Onofrio.
He says D'Onofrio.
I always thought it was
Some people I've heard say
No idea.
D'Onofrio. Well, if you're Italian.
Years ago when I was younger, I knew a kid, he pronounced it D'Onofrio. So.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Some people don't.
I'm sorry, as my family would say,
There's a kid I grew up with, his name was Angelo Bonomo. Some people say Bonomo.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
I mean, so it's all it's like
And it's Bonamo, if you say it right.
wow.
But anyhow.
And some people say Capone, and some people say.
Tomato.
Exactly. All right, what's the
Oh my
next
God,
one?
we're not done. Hello.
Oh, okay, go.
Talk about Angel Salazar. No,
Yeah, you broke the whole tempo.
just give him some extra credits.
Go ahead, Al. Three people, Al. Go ahead.
Al. Oh, Arson of Al?
He wants to be called Al.
Al. Okay. I didn't know that. Why
You
tell me
keep
Al?
on trying to say
I'm
Al.
I'm stepping over that name. I can't even pronounce that.
Exactly. That's why I'm calling him an Al.
Okay.
Okay, Axl Rose, John Lennon,
Oh, wow.
John Lennon.
Jimi
that's good.
Hendrix.
Ooh,
Good
very
ones.
good.
Nice.
That's nice.
You know, John Hendricks.
Great.
What's good about John Lennon? He won't be. If you see him now, he won't be composing. He'll be decomposing.
This is true.
All right, Marco.
Oh, no.
Pee Wee
Marco,
Herman.
the girl from Charlie Brown.
Al already took So let's go with that. Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, that's a
that,
good one.
that would be one of the ones that I really would
Right.
want to have a conversation with.
Yeah.
See what was in his mind at that time.
Barbiturates.
Not much.
Barbiturates.
Listen, he
He reinvented the guitar.
Barbiturates. What's on?
Imagine what he would have done if he would have lived, because he was so far ahead of the curve.
You want to laugh? After seeing that Bohemian Rhapsody movie, I would love to have a conversation with Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, me too.
Brilliant guy. The voice on him, 5-octave range. I never knew that, but
You think he's one guy? He can be two more. Two more.
That's
Jimi
it. He
Hendrix?
just wants 3 Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
yeah. And who didn't go? Jamie, you went?
Right.
I went.
Oh, you went. You said your. What about your brother?
What's his brother's name? We didn't know his name.
Eddie.
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 Big Ed.
It's
okay.
the brother.
Can I call you Mister?
That's fine.
Mr. Ed?
Right here.
Oh, Zainab.
Duh.
Zainab,
Both of them.
yeah.
Zainab.
Oh God, there's so
I
much.
just call her Sunny. It's a lot easier.
How do you put correct?
It's Zainab, Z-A-I-N-A-B.
Xanav, like Xanax.
Zainab.
Oh, okay.
Zainab.
Zainab.
Zainab. Yeah.
Well, now you're telling me one way, and now you're telling me another way.
Well, it's her name.
I
You
got
don't think
one
she
dog
knows.
going one way, the other dog facing the other way, and this guy's going, "What do
And
you want
Gene's
from
sitting
me?"
there like, what? Look at
No, look, it is him.
We know where this is heading.
I think she knows how to pronounce her own name.
Yeah, really.
So Zanab.
It's a lot to choose from. I can't say Jeff Dahmer, right?
You can.
Well, if you want, he's perfect for dinner.
I'm so kidding. I'm so kidding.
For dinner, it's perfect.
I feel you on that.
Or for Halloween. We'd wonder about.
You know,
Come on over for dinner. We'd love to have you.
exactly. He would have the whole everything catered anyway.
Ted Bundy. No.
Ted Bundy, Manson. I could, but I'm just kidding. Well, maybe not.
Maybe.
It's a
Don't
lot.
laugh. I wanted to study them in high school. I wanted to be
I
a
still
part of the
study.
FBI's profiling unit.
I still
I'm
study.
fascinated by these people, not because of what they do. I want to know why they do what they do.
That's exactly
Well, it's
how
where they
I
were
am,
brought
too.
up somehow.
Yeah.
Something's
That's
going
exactly
wrong.
how
It's
I
not
am
always
also.
that. It's
Yeah,
always
so if you
because
have
they're
them, if you have them at dinner, you
wired
can
wrong.
pick their
No,
brain.
they're raised weird.
Pick their brain and
Get it?
you know.
Pick their brain.
What always
Literally.
amazes me, is that this unit,
You're funny.
like these profiles, they can tell you if the guy has a stutter. How the hell do you determine that?
By the way he writes his
Study
name.
their brain. You have to actually study.
No, but if you don't know who he is, if the guy's a mystery to you, how do you know what I'm saying? That boggles my mind that they're able to do that. You know?
It's very.
But what's the difference between that and Tourette's? I mean,
Big difference. Stuttering is a stuttering. Tourette's is you can't help it.
No, but they'll tell you he's going to drive a medium price car. He's going to be a blue collar worker. It's so crazy how they narrow it down. I know it's generalizations, but I'm
Generalizations.
You know,
What's that, a sixth word already?
He's got like a lot. Yeah.
He writes them down. That's the end.
How about that old big word?
Would you let her answer her question?
Go ahead.
It's okay.
Jeez.
No, to get into the FBI, I mean, it is a very, very extensive. I study them on my own time, actually. So
Yeah.
it's very interesting, but that's not who I had in mind. I was just.
So you're a private dick.
You know, the funny thing is there's so much to choose from.
Right.
So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Marilyn Monroe, which someone already used,
Yeah.
and John F. Kennedy and
Good one.
Robert Kennedy, because I want to know exactly.
That's the hell free package right there.
I want to know exactly what really happened. I want to know from both sides.
Where the
I don't think
videotape
they know
is.
either.
I can tell you if you want to know.
I don't think they know either.
Mob hit him.
I could tell you if you want to know.
Mob hit him.
Yeah.
No, it was more than. It wasn't just the mob. It was the CIA. It was the mob. It was a whole bunch of people.
By that whole story.
There were
of
7 shooters.
Obama.
It was a joint task force.
With the
7
Kennedys,
shooters.
and
They
I
were
want to
working.
know if they had anything to do with Marilyn Monroe's death.
There's so many conspiracies out there that we're never going to know the answers.
Yes,
to.
you
I
are.
want to know
Very soon.
basically what was behind John F. Kennedy's and Robert Kennedy's whacking too.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Full disclosure is
I
coming, my
know
friend.
who
Very
hit
soon.
Compton, what happened.
So don't feel bad. I read books too. I read a lot by John Douglas, who's a pro who started the profiling unit, and I'm just fascinated by some of these stories.
Supposedly,
drama. I love
Frank the
Hollywood.
Hitman Sharon was there at the square when that happened, and he's the same one that supposedly killed Jimmy Hoffa.
Do you know where the final shot came from? Not from the grassy knoll. It came from the sewer pipe. Yes.
No, I don't know where they came from.
I'm telling you, there was 7
He
shooters.
pleads the fifth.
7 shooters, and they all died within 2 months after that.
Didn't they say Giancana was involved?
Sam Giancana?
Yeah. He was involved with it, but he wasn't one of the shooters.
No, I mean
It was the CIA and the mob, but it was under order of George Bush Sr.
Yeah, he was the head of the CIA, right?
He was right in front of the book. The
And Ted Cruz's father.
The head of
Was
Bush.
it really Ted Cruz?
He wasn't involved with the shooting. He wasn't involved with the shooting. He was involved with the Bay of Pigs.
Yeah.
Different thing entirely.
No, but he was there for a lot of that.
He was there, but he didn't do the shooting.
Vinny, 3 people.
I have to
Fantasy
go
dinner.
with Frank Sinatra, Louis Prima, and Joe Pesci.
I'm surprised you
What was
didn't
that?
have
Pesci, baby.
I'm surprised they didn't have porn stars in there.
I didn't know if I was allowed to say that.
Yeah, you are.
I mean,
Oh,
he did,
really?
why
You've been
not?
mother effing all night. You're worried about what you're going to say now?
But that's because his fiance's sitting right next
No,
to
I
him.
thought you were going to have wrestling.
I'm sure she
Oh,
knows.
she likes that too, actually.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I thought you were going to pick
I
wrestling.
had a third one. What was the third one?
He said it.
Jenna Jameson.
Oh, okay.
No, but that is a good one.
Joe Pesci, he said.
Oh, Joe Pesci. You said.
That's an
Yeah,
odd
that's-
choice.
But he's funny.
If you ever seen him perform, I mean, the man is fucking genius
He's great.
actor.
He's great.
I wish he didn't retire. I'd love to see him in more movies.
I loved his rap
He may
album.
come back. You never know. He
He'll
may
be on The Irishman.
the right project
Yeah.
comes up.
Yeah,
he'll do
yeah,
it.
that's-
He'll be on The Irishman.
Jamie, you did work on that, huh?
Yeah, I filmed on that for like 6-7 days.
I mean, not for
was it?
nothing. And
It was
the
alright.
reason why I didn't say
Did you get
porn
a
stars is
speaking role, or-
because
I don't know if it's gonna make the cut, but yeah, I had some things. De Niro patted me down in the scene too, so we'll see. We'll see if I make the editing room floor.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was great.
Was it on set or off set?
Both. That was a long time ago, and I was drunk.
I'm Al Pacino's ass in this scene.
the reason why I didn't say porn stars is because I don't want them at my dinner table. We want them in the.
You don't want them. You don't want to sleep on the couch.
You never.
Yeah,
You know.
just want to fuck them. Don't want to take them out to dinner. or
It's
nothing.
not.
you never fucked on a
Wait a
table?
minute. It's not a dinner table. It's at a dinner party. The question.
Right,
is
so-
fantasy dinner party.
Dinner party.
Oh,
So I'll go with mine.
Go ahead.
Pitbull, Shakira, and Antonio Sabato Jr.
Oh.
Yeah, nice party for me.
I like the last one.
Your party sounds possible still.
It still is.
And Dave went already, right?
Yes, he did.
Who
didn't go?
Everybody went.
Ed didn't go. Ed.
Next
We didn't hear
is
from Ed.
Who do you want?
Oh, do you want
Ed's
to have
looking
a
up names right now.
fantasy party?
He's looking at how to kill these people.
I said Trump.
Trump.
Okay.
I know Trump and a bullet. No, I'm kidding.
That's it, just Trump?
Okay.
You'll make
All right,
it
so then the last one was, what is your favorite Christmas movie, both animated and non-animated?
No.
That's
So we're gonna
easy.
do
That's
two.
easy too.
All right, Paul. We'll start with you.
Christmas movie.
Oh.
Is it me? Oh,
Feedback.
hold on.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Lower this volume a little bit on everybody.
I like.
It's good, actually.
Okay.
Leave it.
Everything's good.
Because my ears are killing me.
What?
Everything's good.
Stop talking. I'm kidding.
I liked Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, that was good. And you said cartoon.
Yeah, animated.
Animated, yeah.
It doesn't have to be cartoon. It could be like the old-fashioned, like, animation.
Claymation.
Claymations, yeah.
Favorite cartoon?
Yeah, Christmas.
No, Christmas.
I would say The Grinch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Very good. All right, Joe.
All right.
Marie Calendar.
No, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You know he had a very tiny nose. You know that.
Well, because he did coke, but they also had to put him down. He had ticks, and he gave Santa Lyme disease.
I heard he also had a rough mouth.
Does puppets count instead of cartoons too?
Yeah.
Yes, we know you have sock puppets in your drawer.
In jail, they call those fifis.
And they're all sticky.
Now, my favorite. Did you say favorite TV commercial? I would have to say.
Commercial?
No.
A Christmas movie.
Christmas movie.
The
Christmas.
favorite
The commercial from Christmas.
Don't mind Joe, he's in his own world.
Yes, I
It's
am.
called ADD.
Marie Callender's.
No. Home Alone.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
And animated?
Another Joe Pesci
You said
movie.
Rudolph.
Rudolph,
right.
yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, Paul.
Definitely, It's a Wonderful Life is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
I love it. The ending always gets to me. It's animated. See, I like Elf too. I thought it was really good, but it's not animated.
No, it's not.
I would say Grinch. I agree with him. The Grinch. Yeah.
Elf, was that with Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Okay.
I like feel-good movies. I like those.
The animated movie would be the one with Heat Miser and Snow Miser. Would be the
Year Without Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Without
without
Santa
Santa
Claus.
Claus.
You took mine.
And the regular movie was a Hallmark movie, and if I watch it, I just go to tears. It's called The Christmas Shoes with
It's a
Rob
good
Lowe.
movie.
It's very
a real
sad.
good movie.
Yeah.
Very sad. It's about
It's a lifetime.
it's
movie.
about a kid whose mom is a teacher, and
She buys the wrong size of shoes and it hurts
That
his
was on the
feet.
Hallmark Channel.
yeah, she
Yeah.
gets sick, and he goes to buy her a pair of shoes,
Well, she has cancer, so
She has
he wanted to
cancer.
buy her the shoes before she died.
and he went to the store. He found the shoes, but he was short money, so the Rob Lowe was behind him and gave him the money so she can. When
Have
she,
the shoes.
the whole thing was
When she
went
meets
to
heaven,
when
right.
she meets Jesus, he wanted her to look good in the shoes.
It has a happy ending though, because he had only one shoe in the box, so he cut off one leg and they had. It's perfect. Happy ending.
But it's a great Christmas movie, yeah.
It is.
All right, you, Dave.
Well, he took my Year Without Santa Claus.
You can have the same one.
Share.
You can.
You can have the same one.
I like that one because just I love Heat Miser.
Me too.
I love
Right.
Snow
I just love that
Miser.
song.
I love Snow
Wow.
Miser.
That's it. Well, I'm not so much big on him. I like Heat Miser more, but yeah, Elf is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life is amazing.
I love it. It's
Yeah.
my favorite.
I
movie.
think I have to go with It's a Wonderful Life as well.
Yeah. It's
All
my
right.
favorite.
Joe.
I'm going
I love the
around.
meaning.
I go
The
last.
meaning behind that
Marco,
movie.
what about you?
You skipped
Wonderful
out.
Life,
How dare you?
for sure.
Wonderful Life,
Wonderful
Pee
Life.
Wee's Christmas Adventure. No,
No,
I'm just kidding. You know I
No,
love
there's
you.
Big Top Pee Wee.
We're just having,
Talking to Mike. Talking to Mike. We can hear you.
Wonderful Life for sure would
Right.
be
Right.
my favorite. There's a lot of similarities.
Mm-hmm.
Takes me to kind of like a different.
Hello,
You can relate.
savings and loans.
It's a great meaning. The meaning behind the movie is so big. You know, it's so big.
Animated, not so much.
Right.
Nothing?
Right.
Even when you were a little boy, you didn't like anything? You weren't excited about anything for
Well,
Christmas?
it wasn't animated.
I mean, seriously, everybody has that one little Christmas show.
Speak into the mic. Pretend you're George Michael in the bathroom.
Oh my God. That is bad.
Because you gotta have
He's a bad boy. You could punch him.
I break chops. That's what I do.
It's the
I got
animal
love for
house.
everybody.
How about you, Al?
Big Al.
Love-
Sergio.
Love Actually.
Oh,
What?
okay. That's a
Which one?
Love Actually.
Oh, okay.
British, all the stories
Mhm.
intervene.
Right.
Cartoons, I mean, it's not very big in cartoons, but Eight Crazy Nights, Adam Sandler.
That's a good one.
Okay,
That is funny, yep. So,
That's a technical foul.
Vinny?
Vinny.
Debbie Does Christmas.
Check my jingle balls.
I would have to go with Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Yeah, that's a good
And
one.
Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah, he was ready. He was ready.
Check the jingle balls.
And how about your lovely bride?
Zanuck?
Xanax.
I didn't need a big cruise like that.
Xanax, yeah.
Well, Zan.
Zanuck?
the jingle balls.
I would say Home Alone 2. It's a mix. It's a toss-up between that and It's a Wonderful Life.
Right.
And cartoons,
That's the hard one.
that's a
Cartoon.
hard one.
Yeah,
I don't
animated
follow.
stuff.
I don't remember when I was younger. I mean, if it comes back to me, it'll come back to me later. I don't really remember if there was anything, any cartoon that that I liked as far as Christmas goes.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Exactly what I was just thinking right now.
Did Bugs Bunny ever have a Christmas cartoon?
Yeah.
No.
So I love Bugs
Any
Bunny.
Disney? Does anything come to mind? So
Did he?
I
I don't know.
might
The
drop
Polar
it,
Express.
30-minute
Yeah.
I don't know.
episodes, like, you know.
I was more of a Jim Henson dude, like Fraggle Rock.
There's the Polar Express with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, but that wasn't animated.
Well, it was in a way.
Sure,
I
it
don't really
was.
care for Disney shit.
Yeah, I guess kind
Now,
of.
Looney Tunes, that would be a different story.
Yeah, but I don't know. Did they make the
But I
Christmas
love-
one? What we just asked, Mark and I were just talking about that. Was there a Bugs Bunny or any kind of Warner Brothers?
Well,
might have been.
any Disney Christmas.
Disney, yes. Disney
with
has.
Donald Duck and Mickey.
Yeah, they had
Yes,
it.
Man Hump
Yeah,
Duck, a Looney
Disney's
Tunes
the-
Christmas.
I was more into Daffy Duck always
love
getting
Donald.
fucked over by Bugs Bunny. I mean,
I
that
love
shit
my
was
Donald
hilarious.
Duck.
Well, Donald Duck, the Christmas
Paul.
movie was A Christmas Carol, the
Bugs
Mickey's
Bunny's
Christmas
Looney Tunes
Carol. They
Christmas
had.
Tales.
That's the only one they had.
I got it. Awesome.
I have to
Thank you,
say,
Google.
he's my favorite Disney. He's my favorite Disney character.
Yeah, my sister
Christmas
too.
Carol
Donald Duck.
with Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny.
Who else
And
is there?
right here,
Jamie?
Jamie and his brother.
Big Ed.
Save the best for last.
I'd say Christmas Story and Miracle on 34th Street for the regular ones.
Good one. That's a good one.
Oh,
And
said mine.
for the animated, I would have to go with probably like a Rudolph
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
I did like Rudolph too. Yeah.
because
Ed?
I was a misfit toy.
Yeah.
Ed?
Duck Dynasty Christmas.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown.
I was just.
Elf,
I know.
yeah. Elf is good.
All right. I like also
that.
Miracle on 34th Street
Miracle on
and
34th Street.
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty. Okay. I wasn't big on
Happy
I love Frosty.
birthday.
Happy
I
birthday.
hate that one.
That was cute. With Crystal.
Yes.
Aw.
Oh, boy.
And her
Now,
sister
oh,
Meth.
Paul, I didn't ask you. I forgot. When is the first episode going to premiere?
No, I want to do it as soon as the whole season's over.
Okay.
So you can watch the whole thing in one shot.
He's gonna try to sell all the
All
episodes.
seasons in one shot.
One shot.
That's actually a good idea. 'cause
It's
people
very
like to binge
smart.
watch. That's actually a
Exactly.
good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I won't even watch it.
So do we have a projected time frame on when that's gonna like next year probably?
I think you're right, Ed.
Yeah, I'm
I'd like
hoping
to
to have
watch
it
them
done
all.
by
Watch them
April.
in one shot.
I
By
cannot
April.
stand
I would say
watching the show
mid-April.
for an hour and waiting a week.
So it'll be different than Cobra Kai. So I know Cobra Kai
Yeah.
they did it like every week. They
Yeah.
would do it. So I like
Cobra
it better
Kai
all
blew
one
up,
shot.
man.
though.
Yeah,
That's
Cobra
good.
Kai was
Cobra Kai was
I usually don't
awesome.
have that kind of time, so I'll watch something like right before bed. I only get that half hour.
People
hour.
like to binge watch, man. They like to watch the whole
Yeah.
series.
Well,
That's what I'd like to do too. So
Yeah, most people
Well,
do.
well, the whole series would be about a little longer than a feature film. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're projecting it to be about 2 hours, 2 hours 20
That's
minutes.
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I did that with.
It's like Ed said, nobody wants to wait
I
a
did
week.
that with Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
I watched the first all 5 seasons in like 2 weeks,
That's the way to do it.
and now I'm hooked on that show, Ray Donovan.
Oh,
my
Ray
God.
Donovan's
That's-
great.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy because I watched the first couple of seasons.
I haven't seen this year yet. Is it any good or is it? Yeah.
No, it's good.
Is it getting better? The
He's in Manhattan now.
okay.
Right. Oh wow. Okay.
And yeah, it started off. He was depressed because his wife died.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Yeah.
That would do it.
That's where it took up.
Yeah. He
Right
he
from-
jumped off of the pier.
Yeah.
Jimmy whacked her.
It wasn't me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
That's for sure.
I like to binge watch Bowlers. That with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Well, we had Steve Gutenberg on. And he was talking.
I like Billions. That's
Vinny Bowles. We're gonna call him Vinny
with the chick from Sons of Anarchy. Yeah.
Hey, Vinny binge watches porno, but he only has 5 minutes.
Well, 2 on certain days. But yeah, 5 minutes.
Hey, Dave, what happened to Black Jesus?
It's 2 when I get extra help.
The other 4.5 minutes he's on cleanup.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That was the last I checked.
Well, at least I can get it up. I mean, you know.
Hey, Gene, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more stuff. Don't go nowhere. We got the Cast of the Bound coming up later on tonight, Jason Bonham. So we'll be back right after these messages. This is the Animal House Radio Show.
More testicles.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
It only takes a minute to find out if you may have prediabetes, and you can do it at doihaveprediabetes.org. But you're probably not going to. Nope. I'm sure you've got a perfectly good excuse. Kids, work. I get it. You're busy. So what better time than now? Let's begin. Raise one finger if you're a man. Ladies, none yet. Oh, count in your head if you're driving. Now, 3 more fingers for everyone over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40, 1 more if you're not physically active, another finger if anyone in your family has type 2 diabetes, another if you've got high blood pressure. If you're overweight, raise another finger, 2 if you're very overweight, and 3 if you're really overweight. You've just taken the world's first audio pre-diabetes test. And if you're holding up 5 or more fingers, visit doihaveprediabetes.org or talk to your doctor. There's no excuse because prediabetes can be reversed.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Hey everybody, Rachel Ray here. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face than cooking up a big meal for the whole family and lots of friends. But there's not enough room at my table for the 17 million kids in our country who struggle with hunger. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks collects surplus food to give hope to hungry kids. But they can't do it without your help. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Every day, the men and women of the United States Marine Corps demonstrate their commitment to defend the American way of life. Since 1775, we have served our nation as a force in readiness.
Get some rear security.
From combat operations to humanitarian assistance in every corner of the world. No matter where the mission takes us today, or wherever our country needs us tomorrow, we always remember the land we call home. As Marines, we take a stand for each other, for our nation, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
You look nice. How was work?
Well, it was 4th period, civics.
The kids were giving me the third degree. Was a UFO seen hovering over Washington, D.C.? Was a fisherman attacked by a 320-pound shrimp? They'd been bitten by the fake news bug, all right, and it was holding on like a driver's ed student to a steering wheel. How was I gonna get a bunch of wide-eyed kids to wise up about what they see on the internet? Then it hit me. Like a dodgeball on field day. The name of the game was News Snoops. Each student got an article and 2 minutes to decide if it was credible or a fake. They were able to use fact-checking sites to get the cold, hard truth. Now the little hotshots are even teaching their gullible grannies a thing or two about phony news. But how was your day?
Pretty good. I got a new title today. Office Birthday Party Planner.
Oh, fun.
Teachers just have better work stories. If you want a creative job worth talking about, head to teachdfw.org. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Smile.
Smile, buddy.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy. You know how boys are.
Or maybe he's teething. Oh, poor baby. I think his gums hurt.
Maybe he's just tired.
Or maybe his tummy hurts. He didn't eat that much.
Maybe he's not ticklish.
You think maybe he's scared of the dog?
Maybe he'll outgrow it. Maybe it's a phase. Maybe he just doesn't like smiling.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs or see a doctor today for an autism screening. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better. And it can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Okay, men, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. I know you won't, because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When hurricane winds are gusting? When floodwaters reach your door? Or a blizzard blocks all the roads? Or is the best time, perhaps, today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Make your emergency plan today. Go to nyc.gov/readyny or call 311. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by New York City Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
In the wake of a disaster, what one thing can you send that will help people the most? A blanket, a tent, a sandbag, a doctor. Actually, if you send a monetary donation, you send all these things. Even a small donation can make a big impact and can quickly become exactly what people affected by disaster need most.
In the wake of a hurricane, your monetary donation can make a huge difference to those in need. To donate, visit supporthurricanerelief.org. That's supporthurricanerelief.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
They say that car crashes happen in slow motion.
They do.
The reality is that crashes happen fast.
It feels like slow
There's no
motion.
time to think and no time to check if your child is in the right car seat. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Are your kids in the right seat for their age and size? Don't think you know. Know you know. Get more info at safercar.gov/the right seat. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
All right.
That is so true, though.
Hi,
Does
this
happen
is Joe
so much.
Elliott.
Hey, it's Rick Springfield.
Hey, this is Tommy Chung.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried.
Hi, this is Tawny Katane.
Hey, this is Tiffany. Hey, this is Martha Quinn.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to the Animal House Radio Show on Hamilton Radio. And if you're not, you're a communist. Get her done.
My favorite, I did.
That was her favorite guest.
My favorite. I was excited, not because he's Larry the Cable Guy, the comedian, because he's Larry the Cable Guy, Mater from the movie
Mater.
Cars.
That was a big
The best
deal.
character ever.
We've had a lot of great people.
Yeah, it's so hard to pick favorite guests. There's been so many.
We
over
had so much
there.
fun with a lot of people.
Is Marilyn calling into the show?
I'm just going to tell Paul if she can call in.
She
to
said
give-
she was going to. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody has her number. Text her. Tell her to call. I'll give you the number. I'll tell you the number to give her.
It's in Messenger.
Yeah, so just tell her to call if you want to give her a heads up. Here's the number if anybody needs it. If she wants to not look in the room. Say if she wants, she can call in now. The line is open.
Lines
We're
are
here
open.
with the cast of The Bound.
Yeah.
Coming up later on at the end of the show, we're going to play our interview with Jason Bonham, which was a lot of fun.
That was a great interview.
It really was. Dave, I've never asked you, but do you have a favorite guest that we've had on? Because you really, you pretty much like everybody, but...
I mean, I like Larry B. Scott. That was a really cool interview. Not just because we were talking about Black Jesus. That made me remember it, though.
Yeah.
Black Jesus, if you haven't seen the show, it's a very funny show.
I did. That's why I'm laughing.
He's going to be in season 3. You know Larry B. Scott from Revenge of the Nerds? Yeah.
Lamar.
Tim Matheson was great, too.
Tim Matheson was You know what it is? I'm very upset that all the people that I wanted to sit in, I missed
here.
all the ones I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Shannon Elizabeth, I wasn't here for that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Joe Montagna, he was great.
I missed Joe Montagna.
Patricia Heaton was fun.
Patricia Heaton, I was here for that.
You were
one.
here, yeah.
Actually, William Shatner hit on Gisela.
Oh, stop.
Really? No
He's
shit.
like, let me. What's?
He just
can I-
spent...
Did he ask to grab her boob?
No, but he
he-
spent 15 minutes talking about my name.
He goes,
Gisela Bella, rose off your tongue.
Can I say your name?
Gisela Bella, Gisela. The whole time, and he's probably like, I just want to ask
He
about your
spent
fucking
15 minutes on her name. We only had him for 20 minutes. With somebody like that, we get quickly. My favorite.
I had
was-
my first girl was Gisela in
Believe it or
Canada.
not, my favorite was one of my favorites was Rob Halford from Judas Priest.
Dee Snider was
Dee
good.
Dee Snider was
great.
good. I was here for that.
We had a lot of they've all been fun.
Well,
Chris Jericho.
Dee Schneider was nice because he stayed on forever.
All right, we're back here
we're back.
with the cast of The Bound. Great cast, and big things are going to happen. Well, Paul, I wanted to ask you, without giving too much away, what's in store for my character?
Dun, 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 dun,
Did you ever watch the Christmas Carol at the end when there's
it's
the
always
big
your friend
empty
that
plot?
Remember the toll booth scene?
I got Easy Pass.
On Joe's
Beach.
Well, it's gonna be. You guys get into a lot of mess. Let's say that, right?
A lot of mess.
Yeah, and you.
Get the pens.
What a fine mess you got us into, Ollie.
Get the pens. You're gonna need them.
You being the more business type guy, you're gonna try to have everything calm down. And Jamie over here on the other end is gonna be fucking everything up for you.
Nice going, Jamie.
Yeah.
So
That's what he does best.
What a real
yeah, so
fuck
towards
up.
the end there's gonna be a little clash and stuff. So I mean it's gonna be interesting.
Don't tell him anymore.
Is this Rosa?
Hello.
Hi. All right.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good.
All right, everybody. Joining us now on the phone is one of our cast members who was a bit under the weather. She couldn't make it in tonight. Marilyn Rodriguez, who plays my wife Rosa Pinto on the series The Bound. Please give her a round of applause. So, how you feeling, Marilyn?
I'm all right. Feeling a little better. The weather's like really crappy.
Yeah, I know, up
So
there.
hot out.
Yeah, I tell you what though, we got the chance to work together for the first time, and I really enjoyed doing the siege. It was kind of funny the way I ate all the ladies' whipped cream in her refrigerator. She got mad at me. But Now, Marilyn, is acting your primary thing, or you do some other stuff on the side? Like you're into cosmetology and modeling or something?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Modeling, acting, makeup, a little bit of everything.
Are you in a closet right now?
It sounds so far away. Shane, can you do something?
You mind coming out of the closet?
Mind coming out of the closet.
You sound so
Wait,
far.
do I sound far away?
Yeah, you sound
far
like you're
away.
in that like a.
You're probably on speaker.
Are you doing?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not on speaker.
Well, put the phone up to your fucking mouth, okay?
I hear you guys perfectly.
Oh, that sounds a
You
little
sure you
better.
guys can't hear me?
You're better now.
So,
Yeah.
was The Bound your first acting job, or you've done stuff previously?
I've done stuff previously, but like student films and extra work, commercial work. But this is actually, I haven't done acting in about a few years. So, this is actually really good for me because it kind of got me back on my feet.
So you've been bound before?
Oh, boy.
Yes, you can say that.
So what do you think so far, the experience you've had on the set? Are you having fun? Are you enjoying?
Of course, and the best thing is I get to meet new people. I get to, interact with them and socialize and make new friends. So it's a good experience, all in all.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Very good. And we're looking forward to shooting more scenes with you. Is there anything that you have right now that you're working on that you want to promote?
Just now, I just posted a few pictures on Facebook and Instagram. I just did a photo shoot for Get Radical AF. It's a clothing brand line that is self-empowerment for women, activism. So check it out. It should be on December. As the clothing and the sweaters and stuff like that, so anyone can purchase it.
Oh, well, definitely will check that out. Make sure you check out her in The Bound. And like I said, probably we're going to get those shows out to you next. Marilyn, I hope you feel better. Hope to see you soon
Thank
on
you.
set.
Feel better, kid.
Yeah. Better.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Love you too, kid. Be good, yo.
You should give you both a kid and call it Pinto.
Bye.
Ciao.
Yeah, you know what? That's funny you should say that. Do I have a kid in this show?
He's dead.
No?
Jimmy whacked him.
Jimmy whacked him. He's such an ass.
That's what I do. I whack him.
He whacked him on the merry-go-round.
See, I give my stepson Dante. I'd like to, put in there.
I like to plug something on here real quick, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, James.
I like to plug my new company that I started, Everyday Home Improvements.
Oh, really?
If you guys need anything, give me a call. We specialize in bathrooms, kitchens, full basement, sheetrock, all types of trims,
I need my
moldings, you name
bathroom
it.
done, definitely.
Let me know. I take care of you. You know that.
So
But,
we
yeah.
don't know a guy. We got a guy.
Yeah, I got a guy. Don't worry about it. So yeah, check it out. It's on Facebook, Everyday Home Improvements, and phone number 732-213-5678, and JamieMattis@gmail.com. Do it.
And if you don't like the job he did, he'll whack you.
If you don't like the job I did, I know somebody in sanitation.
Things are picking up.
But yeah, I would like to have a kid in the show. It would be nice. It's just food for thought.
How about you get past the first season?
He's like, I'm not working with him. That's it. There goes my trailer.
Oh my God.
Now, Paul, your vision is to obviously get this on a big platform.
Yes.
And then, where do you want to go from there? Do you see yourself doing besides this? Now, would you consider this a web series or just a regular TV series?
Depends where it ends up, right?
Well, yeah, it's a web series for now, but hopefully it becomes a TV series. That's what I wanted
Okay.
to,
I just wanted I didn't know how to. I wanted to make sure I classified it properly. I want to do it the right job.
I think there's a vacuum for it now too. I think it's good timing.
Yeah.
I really do.
But I like the way that and it amazes me that you're not like a film student. It's just something that you decided to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes like an actor will say, they have ideas. They want to write a book, or they want to write a script, or they want to write a story or something. And I like the way you're incorporating like all different types of groups.
Yeah.
Like the Russians and then
I do too. I like that idea.
So
This is just a platform. I mean, I got my project next. I'm trying to work a budget for that, but I got a movie I wrote, and it's going to be filmed in Lakeview Housing Projects where I grew up. and that one's gonna be a real good one.
And you get
too.
to renovate all the project.
Yeah, it's gonna. We're gonna do some painting on all them walls, I promise.
Nice.
But this is just a platform, a stepping stone, if you will, and we got a lot of projects we're gonna be doing. So Arsonville, you guys are lifers with us. So once we're done with this, we're going right into the next one. If you guys got any projects, we're gonna shoot those too. So
Right. Now, what's the name of your project that you're working on?
my projects are called A Day in the Life. And
John Lennon.
It's gonna show the opposite of what other movies show. Mine's gonna show how the life's not so cool, not so glamorous.
They always glamorize it.
Yeah, it's really a shit life, and
it's a shit life.
Yeah, it's gonna be serious.
Oh, good. I'm looking forward to that, Jamie, because we really, we know each other through Facebook. We've only met a couple of times, but I can tell you have a lot of passion behind what you're doing.
No, absolutely.
Hearing you on Evan Ginsberg, the way you were talking, I was really impressed, and I kind of knew that. Because that's the vibe I get from you. You were a street guy.
Yeah.
You're street smart, but you turned your life around.
Yeah, that life's garbage. Everybody wants to fascinate about it, and everybody wants to be a gangster. That shit's garbage. If that's what you want, go for it.
I was the same way. I was young. My dad was a May guy. He passed away. I thought that's what I wanted to do. And, my father was weird. You know how some guys will say, I don't want this for you? My father was like, this is your birthright. This is what you're supposed to be doing. and I did for a while, and I regretted it. And then luckily I was able to get away. And and things
So you got the
change.
BB gun.
And it's all exactly. So
Well, that's what kills him more, because this time he wasn't
I know,
guilty,
yeah.
and he got in
One
trouble.
thing that I
That's what
didn't
bothered
do.
him. Right.
Yeah.
Well, when Jamie and Paulette told me that this is going to be very real and it's not going to be like the shit that they make everybody like the movies and TV, they make it so glamorous.
Right,
like
exactly.
it's a great, everybody wants to be a gangster, like Jamie was saying, and
Well, I think it's the easy way out. It's not the easy
and
way
not
out.
for nothing, but the real mafia doesn't like that shit that they do that.
No, they don't. My father, you would have never known. My
You're
father
not
was
supposed to know.
outside mowing the lawn, doing all type of
Shooting a cat.
The fact that this is the closest thing to being real, letting people see what it's really like.
Right.
Robert De Niro.
I think this is great.
Robert De Niro said it best in, I believe it was The Bronx Tale, when he told his son. He said, "The real gangster is the man working a 9 to 5,
Yep.
trying to put
The real hero.
a meal on the table every night for his family."
That's
the real hero.
That's facts.
Right.
My father was, who he was. He made money, but he was a valet parking supervisor at the Meadowlands, the racetrack when they first opened up.
One-way
Very mild
parking.
mannered.
One-way parking.
Yeah. He came home, he had a uniform on just like everybody else.
A new car.
But I like that idea because you don't see that on. You don't see how it rips the families apart and how they have to struggle to get up bail money and lawyers and sitting in courtrooms, and it's not.
Yeah, it's not glamorous. You're right. It's not glamorous.
You're drawn to it when you're younger, and you think it's going to be something it's not. You're looking for that family bond, you're looking for that brotherhood and whatnot. But then when you really see what it's all about, it's not about none of that. There's no honor amongst thieves, and that's facts.
And sometimes there's no turning back.
Not at all.
Sometimes there's no way out.
Yeah, there's no way out, but there is.
There is,
You
but
gotta
it's
go.
hard. It's hard.
Hey, I tell people like on the last radio show, if you're in that life, whether it be that or a street gang,
Right.
Bloods, Crips, and you got the
Doesn't
Kings,
matter,
MS-13, it don't matter. They're all brutal, and they're all gonna lead you to death or prison, and
Yeah.
that's the true fact of it.
Yep.
So if you're in that life, it's garbage. Get out while you can. I
Yeah.
don't care if you got to move out of state,
Right,
start over.
You have to get away from it's like a person.
It's survival of the
drug addict.
fittest. You're gonna care about yourself.
You put a
I mean, that's
guy
what it
that's on
comes down
drugs
to.
in a rehab for 30 days, and then you bring him back to where he's getting in trouble. It's not going to help him.
No,
You got to
he's
get
around
him
the same
out of that
environment.
environment.
You
It
gotta
doesn't
get out.
help
Yeah.
when he meets other druggies in
Well,
rehab.
Gisela,
and
you've
do
had
shit with
family.
Well,
them.
my whole family, but the thing is that some of them were okay, and then a few of them that decided to be I guess take the fall for certain people and spend basically all their life in prison behind bars, and thinking when they come out they're gonna find that life they left behind. But guess what? Especially my side, they're legit from Italy, so they had to do their time here, like over 20 years, and then they had to go to Italy, do their time there. And then now, they can't come back to this country, so their life is not there no more. Nobody's around.
You see who your
It
true friends
changed.
are when you're doing time
Exactly.
in prison.
Nobody's
And
there.
you see when your family's going to be struggling
Right.
and no one's going to be taking care of you. You
That's
ain't
true.
getting no messages on JPay. You ain't getting no nothing.
JPay.
That's that's what you want, go for it. You
And
know
the
what I
funny
mean?
thing is, nobody ever told me, because they try to protect us, the family, even though that's part of your family. They don't want you to know that, even in my own family. So I thought legit my uncle was in college, and I'm saying, wow, every year he's sending me a picture with books behind him, and I'm like, so great. And he's sending me like little ceramic things he made or whatever. But I really was naive, and I thought, I thought, he was in college. And then until I went, to junior high school, and I met a friend, and her father was in the same prison as my uncle, and they were friends. And that's how I found out my uncle was in jail.
So the closest I got to Melissa, I had macaroni on Sundays.
And they weren't happy that I knew. And then after I knew, I wasn't allowed to say that I knew it because
I
it
don't
was
care how tough you are.
Yeah.
Everybody in prison at one time or another will experience fear.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad you are. There's always someone badder.
It changed.
You want to know something? The worst feeling, the worst sound in the world.
Someone behind you?
No,
that door shut and closed on you.
That first time that prison door slammed shut on you. That's the worst feeling. And I had the same experience as Gisela. When I was growing up, I was 5 years old.
You get my brother anxiety.
Yeah, my father says my mother said we got to go see your father. I'm like, where is he? He's in the army. He's in jail. Now, at 5 years old, I see a guy come out with a uniform on with numbers on it. I don't know any better.
Right.
But he told me he was in the army. We're going to an army base. I didn't know any better as a kid.
So it's the break, really.
You know?
True. It looked like.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean that's basically what they call the jails in the army is brigs, no?
Right, brigs.
Well,
Right.
that's in the military.
That's the Navy.
Navy, yeah. But
the federal state prisons, I guess, a little bit glamorous than a regular. So when I did go to visit my uncle, it was glamorous. He had espresso coffee. He had his little khaki pants, very neat, and it was more like it wasn't. I mean, we still had to get stripped before we walked in to see him, but once we were there, we were sitting at a table having dinner. It was like nothing.
And they got TVs and shit, and it's like.
Yeah, but it's.
The women have to be stripped too?
Yeah.
What prison is that?
Everybody, every prison.
I was just about to say.
They're not going to let you in after they watch that movie when the wife was bringing bread and.
Yeah, and when you start young in New Jersey, it's Jamesburg's Boys Home, Gladiator School, or JDC, Juvenile Detention Center on Route 130.
Yep.
Brace yourself.
It's bad.
You want to go to Bayside.
Gladiator School, they handle shit down in Big Deck. That's the washroom. That's where they fight, and the guards let them bang out down there.
They got an Army Reserve over in Bayside, too.
You know what? I was in high school. I was dating a girl whose father was in the military, and he was a general. And my father was still in college at the time, and I'm like, what am I going to tell this girl?
Go down and give me 10?
No, her father's a general, and my father's in general population. What am I going to tell her, you know?
But listen, I don't want to scare you, sweetheart, but,
So, what I see a lot of, and I have a lot of friends that are doing movies, and I have a lot of friends that are making movies, and it seems like the same kind of genre of movies with the whole, and in a way I support it, and in a way I don't. I grew up in an Italian family, and I don't like the overly stereotyping of my ethnicity. I think it's done with. You see a lot of these guys, and it's the same fucking people in the movie. And like I said, I'm not here to criticize them. I wish them all the power in the world. I hope they do it, but it's the same people in every movie. So that's
it needs to be evolved.
But you know what? You don't want to watch a movie with a bunch of 10 old guys playing bocce ball.
No.
No, but it's
hey, don't knock bocce ball, all right? I fucking love that game.
You hit the nail on the head. At some point, you got to evolve. That's why when Paulix called me, and I said, you know what? When he was telling me about it, and plus I grew up in Down Neck, Newark. I lived on Adams Street, and then I moved to North Newark. So this is sort of like, they've never done anything like down there at that. The only movie that I know of that they ever filmed down there, a mob movie, was Wise Guys with Danny DeVito and Joe.
Well, you got Newark and also Jersey City.
Yeah, I was going to say they did.
Well, I'm just saying, though, but the bound is here and that because I haven't, that was a special time for me. And yes, it was full of wise guys back then. Back then when people had honor. So that's why when I read the script, it was interesting.
There still is, too, from what I hear.
Yeah, it still is. It's just not, spoken up. Right.
Yeah, it's more corporate, yeah.
But I think the hardest challenge for anybody, not just our production, is how do we stand apart from Oh, here's another thing. Here's another drug dealer story. Here's another mob movie. Here's another thing. That's the hard part.
Bensonhurst is also a lot like that as well, because Bensonhurst over in Brooklyn, that's
where I was.
That's where Ralph Cramden lives.
Boy, you find that's the hardest part.
Especially over by Avenue U, you know.
That's exactly where my grandfather lived.
Exactly. My uncle lived over there.
What are you going for pizza? Going for pizza on Avenue U over there? Or Spillimoni Gardens?
Not saying names, but my uncle lived over there too.
Yeah.
He's done,
Yeah, Cafe Vesuvio. They hung out there. No one could.
It comes down to marketing and promotion too.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's how you package it. So that's
You know what we got going for us too? Jersey. We got Jersey going for us because we're bringing Jersey back.
Anything can happen in New Jersey, huh?
Well, people stick. Well, we were a real Jersey Shore before them faggots. We used to go punch people in the face down at Jefferson's Boardwalk on a regular.
Gym tanning and laundry was done in the 80s. Not that they came up with it now stuff. So that's nonsense. But
I'm new to New Jersey, so I'm
but
still
Jersey
learning.
will back you. Jersey will get behind you.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, if you put like I was saying,
like prison.
you know, a lot of people out there are you know, it's a low budget movie,
right?
But we know that.
Right.
Other people talk shit.
Yeah.
You know, we know exactly what we are, exactly what we got, but we can still put a good project out if it's low budget, if we all do it right.
Good things come in small.
You absolutely can, especially now.
That's what I tell the ladies.
The difference between us also is we're doing it. All these other people are talking it on Facebook. We're gonna film this.
Right.
We're filming that. You wait 5 fucking years, it ain't out. They're selling T-shirts. They're taking endorsements and people's money from them, and then they're all going on vacations. They're I'm just saying.
Tell you something. I call a spade a spade. I don't care.
don't even
don't like that anymore.
He's a fraud, and I'll tell him he's a fraud to his googly-eyed face.
Stop
How's that
it.
go? Call a spade what?
Call a spade a
Ruben
spade.
hates when you say that.
But there's a lot of that goes around. You know what I mean?
5 years he's raising money for the same fucking movie. Where's all that money? He had all these big dinner parties. He's teaching acting. Who the fuck are you to teach acting? You've been doing it 10 fucking minutes.
See, here he goes.
Here he goes.
So you know what I'm saying that about the people that
you, Jay.
We're doing it.
I tell you, are you guys brothers in real life?
What's that?
Are you guys brothers in real life?
No,
Because
but
you have a lot in common.
We're doing it. That's my point. That's what sets that. When you ask what makes us different, that's what makes us different.
She don't like that. I tell her like.
Well, you know what? I'm a diplomat, so I believe there's a time and place to say things, and you got to be quiet until you need to talk.
He believes in names or it never happened.
Like, I think you should be quiet until you need to speak.
I'm the same way.
Well, it's been an awfully quiet show.
You know what I'm saying?
What is he going to do? Block me
It
for being
doesn't
one of those
matter.
scam
It's
movies?
no point in burning
Here we
a
go,
bridge.
folks.
When you want to be in the entertainment
movie.
field, I don't care what you are. If you're in radio, TV, movies, you need to be diplomatic because you don't know who you're going to come across in the future, and you need to build bridges and not burn them. So you keep on burning your bridges, and you see where you end up.
Bridges. I'm
Welcome
building
to stupid
bridges.
stuff, folks.
Listen, they say
That bridge was condemned. That's different. He's allowed to burn that
they're
one down.
saying it like it is. I mean, here's the
I
thing.
understand,
I mean,
and you
I
have
can,
the
I
right
can shit
to,
on
but
the lap
not.
and put sprinkles and whipped cream and hot fudge on
hot.
it. Call
I
it
usually
hot
pay
fudge
extra.
Sunday. But in the end, it's still shit. So
Gene,
let's
Gene.
not just come out and say it.
Everybody in Facebook, aka Facebook, glorifies their life. You see beautiful pictures, happy families, and
Tell
everything.
people all the time
Right.
the realest person
Gene.
you're gonna meet on Facebook.
Probably, but then you'll see people like, oh, I was on Bull, I was on Law and Order,
Yeah.
and you're like, what part? Like, you see that ear? That's me. That's my ear. Oh, okay, that's
Everybody
great.
does it. It's smoking.
You know, put it
guns.
up
You know
there. Who
what?
cares that
Said the
you
movie
on
about
there?
Van
It's no
Gogh?
big deal.
Said the
As
Van
long as
Gogh
it's
movie?
Yeah.
true, I just don't like fake motherfuckers.
Oh,
You know,
it leaves me out.
There's a lot.
That leaves all the actors out.
I'm not an actor or anything. I was approached by a few people that I love and respect, and I'll do anything for you behind the scenes. You know, I got approached. Oh, you want to do?
You want to do in front of the scenes?
No, I want an '80s chicken-looking girl, whatever. But I'm not doing nothing. I always turn down everything. I will help you any way I can behind the scenes, but on the scene, no. I don't think I belong on
You'd
that.
be perfect then with our crew then, because it don't matter if you're holding a boom mic or not. Everybody on this movie
equal.
project is an equal.
Yep.
That's the
I know.
difference.
Dave wants to be a grip.
Yeah, because
Oh, no, I was just
at the end of the day, like you said, who are people think who they are.
Yeah, exactly.
People get big heads and are out there talking all this crazy shit. It makes me laugh. I do this as a hobby, not to feed my family.
That's what I say.
I work my ass off every day to feed my family.
Dave
but-
gets a grip every night.
And I do things from the bottom of my heart, and people that are not upright and like they think,
Listen,
oh,
I
what do you
believe
want in return?
they're not
I don't
down
want
to earth.
anything.
They're not
I'm
down
doing
to
it
earth.
because I like to see
I'm
people
getting pissed,
succeed.
goddamn.
I don't
I'm
need
getting
to get
pissed.
paid.
Listen, it's not like what I'm saying ain't the truth. You know what?
I'm not
It's
mad
my
at you.
right. No, it's my right to say what the fuck I want.
That's
Whether
your
you know
right.
what I,
It is your right, but I
And
believe
you know
you
what?
should be a little bit,
saying something about that
diplomatic
ain't
on
gonna
this
burn
show.
no bridges for me, all right?
You never know.
I smell smoke.
I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore.
For me, I don't care because I'm not in this
I call
field.
bullshit when I don't like the people.
I
That
have
are
a
getting
million
over on
friends
people,
who-
charging money for acting classes that you ain't even
Well,
a
whatever.
recognized
Can you
fucking
guys
actor.
Can you guys say this for the car ride
Yes,
home?
we can. No, the movie with John Gotti. I love John Gotti to death. We have a lot of friends in that movie. I watched the movie out of respect. I'm sorry, the movie sucked.
And you cook with Teflon, so watch that
Big
program.
time.
It
I
could've been
didn't like
better.
the
It
movie
was
at
a
all.
lot,
It was
you know.
very distasteful, and I don't like the way it was done. I'm sorry.
They made.
I think Armand
John
DeSantis
Travolta
made
in
a
a
good
bad
point.
It's all about burning bridges.
And you know what? And I love John Travolta. And I'm not burning a bridge there because, like I said, I'm not in the
'Cause he
field.
never hired
He
me.
is. So I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was done in good taste.
Well, you do know that movie.
entitled-
What? I'm the boss. What?
You do know that Movie Pass was behind that.
Yeah, the click were.
But, I mean, she's entitled to her.
You know, Movie Pass, the one that's
Yeah.
in financial troubles right now. Movie Pass.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the ones that backed that movie. So that,
There was
yeah,
some
you know.
good parts in it, other parts I was disappointed. But you can say that about any movie. It doesn't have to be the Gotti movie. Not every movie's a home run.
It was to me. It was like a little bit of a comical effect to it, and I thought, how could you put comedy behind John Gotti?
I just thought
There's nothing funny about it, and they
Listen,
try to make it
guy.
whimsical.
Travolta's
It
a great
wasn't.
actor. I just thought he was a little Gavone-ish in it as John Gotti. I think, and I listen. My father knew him, and I was in his presence. He wasn't. He always carried himself well. He wasn't like, "What's the matter with you?"
He was
You
a
know?
carrier? Is that what you're saying? He was a carrier?
I am gonna say one thing that I do miss is the illegal poker rooms because they're getting shut down like crazy.
Go on 18th Avenue down. The Chinese people are running them now.
Say one thing also, the casinos were running a lot better back then, too.
But the Italians were running that.
They were.
There's a sporting
No
event
more.
that you want to wager on, you call me.
My father's very bad.
KGB
You probably
getting
know
away
him if you're Italian. He was in every poker room in the
No,
world.
I was at a few spots when they got hit too. It was crazy. Like they came in with like a SWAT team.
Yes,
with
they
smoke
did.
Grenades and
Oh, yeah.
everybody down on the ground.
Happened to my uncle's cafe a million
They
times.
used to pay the detectives off.
I was at the Farmingdale spot when it got hit.
Oh my God.
You must have been flush.
Were you ever on 13th Avenue in Brooklyn?
You're not the good flush either.
Yeah, Silva was one of the.
Silva, that's one of
Yeah. No, my father used to carry the money to the detective bureau, and they used to. But see, back then, gambling was harmless to them. They didn't care. You know, those guys didn't really get involved.
Well, that's
in
the good
other
thing
things.
about Jersey. It's
Because they
legal.
protected the neighborhood, though, and that value is not there anymore. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, the whole reason I like going to those is because I didn't feel like driving all the way to Atlantic City. to
Right,
play
that's
cards.
why
my
they
father,
did it.
you know,
Like, you know.
in the words of my father, when your bank says no, I say yes.
Yes.
My father's saying was it's not the offering your coffin, it's the coffin that carry you off.
That's right.
Exactly.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but that's what he used to say.
Exactly.
All right, so you guys want to play a game? Everybody want to? We gotta.
Is it hide the cannoli?
Yep.
No, it's a game we do every week. We do a bunch of different games, but this week I have
The Roman war helmet?
no.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
It's called.
Oh, see, he knows what that is.
Hey, could you stick a shiv in him or something?
shiv?
Pretend we're in prison.
Pretend-
Jamie, shank him with the toothbrush. Anyway, it's called Know Your Role. Okay. Now,
He looked right at me when he said that.
I'm gonna play a clip from a movie or a TV show, and you might know the actor. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what was the role he or she played in that character that they're playing.
Character, okay.
So not the person playing it, not the movie.
If I play a clip from Terminator, it's Terminator. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's the name of his character?
And I'm gonna lose in this.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose too.
No, but yeah, it's just fun. And
It's
do
not.
me a favor, just try to so we
Raise
don't
your
all-
hand to be
yeah,
sure.
Don't,
No.
don't blurt anything out. Just
Was it T3 or was it T2? See, I would fuck this up.
Doesn't
anyway,
matter.
so-
But
It was
okay,
T3, okay, yeah.
it's time to see if we.
You know your damn role.
Okay, first one. You ready? Clear
Ready.
your minds.
Oh, you should be coming on pretty soon, dude. How much do you smoke?
This will be a little demonstration of something. Listen up.
Something high.
Jeff Spicoli.
Jeff Spicoli, Fast Time from Rinse My Mind.
Yeah.
Is
Who
correct.
ordered a pizza?
Where's my mind? Where's my mind? I never saw that movie.
Okay. Second one.
You got the wrong idea about me, Mr. Valiant. I'm a pawn in this. Just
Sineb?
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit.
Hot.
Correct.
We like her.
I make them easy. This is fun.
If only we could fuck cartoons.
You will eventually.
I didn't do so good. I still got.
I knew a woman who looked like her.
All right, here we go.
I guess I didn't do so good. I still got $20,000 left. Look,
Vinny from the poker room.
I know I lost and everything. So I'll sign what you want me to sign, and I'll get out of here.
Brewster's Millions.
All right,
Yeah,
but
Mr.
what
Fry.
was it? No, what was his character?
He played
Monty
Brewster.
Brewster.
Monty Brewster is correct.
I'll give that to him. He had it.
Is that Brewster?
I love that movie.
All right, here we go. This one's.
Did you ever see the original?
No.
No,
From the
it's
50s?
a black and white one, right?
Yeah.
It's called the same title?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
That's a yeah.
I didn't know it was a remake.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Your pants.
Our pants.
Yeah, I got pants with lots of room. So when you sit down, they don't split. Zippers don't work easy, so you can fix your shorts. Know what I mean?
Jamie?
Damn. Easy money.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know the character. I just know Ronnie
His character's
Dangerfield.
name I have to pass.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Rodney Dangerfield.
I know that.
We know that.
Was his name Ronnie? No, I'm kidding.
No. All right, we'll play it again. So
was his name?
pay attention.
Well, your pants.
Our pants.
Yeah, I got pants with lots of room. So when you sit down, they don't split. And zippers don't work easy, so you can fix your shorts. Know what I mean?
How about shoes?
Well, these shoes that go on and off easy. You know, no shoehorn. And no laces. They slow you up.
What the hell was this character's name?
He's Googling it.
His name is photography company, right?
No, he's
He's a
Didn't he-
child
He's a photographer, yeah.
Yeah.
it's well, he's got a very Italian last name in this movie. All right, we'll skip
Look, we're
that.
browsing. Look, we're
We'll
browsing.
go on to the next one. You ready? Here we go.
Monty Capuletti.
Hi, Ma. What you watching?
I don't know, one of those Steven Spielberg movies.
That's not a Steven Spielberg movie. What are
Sophia.
they doing?
Sophia.
Sophia.
I don't know her last name.
All right,
Fuck
we'll
outta
do.
here.
Sophia
Lucky I got
Pizzaro.
Sophia.
I was just gonna.
I just tell you, my favorite scene in Easy Money. He's walking up to the diner and it says open 23 hours. He walks up to the door and the lights go out.
No, I love the part where he goes, "Can I call you Dad?" No.
I haven't seen that in so long.
I like when he goes, Ellison, there's a Messerschmitt in the kitchen. Clean it up.
That's one of the type of movies I was just telling Paul outside I want to do. I want to do
Yeah,
a good
that's
comedy.
awesome.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no more comedies left. There's no
No.
more.
No good
No
one.
more of them. There's no more of them guys. You know, there's
No.
nothing left like that.
Yeah, I want to do something like that, but like with a whole bunch of like a Cannonball Run type of movie where everybody's like a character.
Yeah.
You know.
I do like the new TV show. I'm surprised.
Well,
the,
most
the
movies,
Neighbors
everybody's
on
a
Channel
character.
2.
I'm-
I actually like that. It was really
It's
funny.
all right.
I liked it.
Like the Great Outdoors,
Cute.
shit like that. There's no more humor
The-
like
let
that.
me tell you
know?
something, Jamie. The
There's no more
80s
of
were
that.
the shit. They don't make them like that anymore.
They don't.
We're,
I wish they
we're
did.
gonna. We're gonna
The
try.
80s and 90s were great.
We're not gonna duplicate it, obviously, but we're gonna try to do something like
All
that.
right.
But see, the problem is they try to make everything so PC when they put it out that
Oh,
it
fuck
ruins
that,
every
fuck
movie.
that.
Yeah, well,
Hey, we need an all-female Ghostbusters. That'll
Comedy
be good.
can't be
Yeah.
that.
That'll be
Turn into a
funny.
bunch of
bunch of
pussies,
ladies.
that's
they can't even do that anymore.
But that's the
I mean.
thing, when you do your own,
Yeah.
it might be low budget, but you're in control.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I'm telling you shit.
They're even
Yeah.
doing
You
that.
know,
with
like I'm
TV.
SAG eligible, but I'm not gonna do SAG because then it limits my
Yeah.
roles. You know what I mean?
And they keep
Comedy can't be PC.
They're not even coming up with fresh concepts. They keep recycling
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
So
the
what
problem.
does that
Yeah.
tell you?
Every repop sucks. There's no good. You know, when they try to redo it.
There's no creativity.
Ocean's
There's no
8.
creativity.
As
Hot.
far as sitcoms, and you might call me a geek, but the writing on it is brilliant. The Big Bang Theory is
Terrible.
tremendous. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's
Great
great.
show.
You've gotta. It's you. If you've seen.
I love The Big Bang Theory.
I mean, all right. So
Great
we
show.
got.
Great show.
Oh yeah.
He likes the Big Bang period.
We got two more
I'm
left.
the optimist.
Well, don't forget Perfect Strangers too. That was.
That was
Oh, that was a
good, yeah.
classic.
Great
That's-
show.
That didn't last too long, but I wish it did. But
I
They had
know.
great chemistry together.
All in the family.
Yeah.
They would never be able to do that now.
Blazing Saddles.
Melrose Place and 90210.
Yeah, see, that was. See, they
Darren
don't make
Star
them
was
like they used to.
amazing.
All right, we got two more. Ready? Next one.
The Cowboys are finished, you understand me? I see a red sash, I kill a man wearing it. So run, you cur.
I don't know that one.
I have no
I'm
idea.
out.
I'm out.
I have no idea.
It's definitely.
It's that Western movie. I can't think of his
Right.
name in the
I was
movie.
never a Western fan.
All right, we'll play it again.
The Cowboys are finished, you understand me? I see a
Back to
red
the Future
sash,
3.
I kill a man wearing it. So run, you
That was Billy. Is it Billy?
run!
He played the brother. He was a hard ass.
Where's the line coming?
Why couldn't you put Doc Holliday on? I would have got his name.
Tombstone?
Yes, that's a movie,
It's
but
Tombstone.
Yeah,
Val
I
Kilmer's
can't-
character, yeah.
Val Kilmer played Doc Holliday. I
Love
don't
that
know.
character. Doc Holliday's my
He was my
favorite
favorite. The best is when he did the cup on his finger after he did the gun shit. That was funny.
He's like, I'm seeing double. That means one for each of you.
Yeah.
You definitely are brothers from different mothers.
Playing for blood. That's
it's
just my
definitely-
game.
It's definitely Tombstone.
I know.
It's
I can't
definitely
think
Kurt
his name.
Russell.
I know. Kurt
What about
Russell's
Whiter?
great. You
Whiter?
know Kurt Russell?
Whiter.
Yes, Whiter. You know Kurt Russell got a new. He's playing Santa.
Yeah, I saw
it. Just
that on
came out
Netflix.
Thanksgiving. It was great. I should have said that one. It was really good.
I'll tell you what's great on Netflix. It just came out. Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin, the Kaminsky Method. Oh my God, these two going at it with each other. It's
Alan Arkin's
hysterical.
funny.
Oh my God, it's like the In-Laws all over again.
He was in the Jerky Boys movie.
All right.
Remember that shit?
All right, last one. We ready for the last one?
Played the mob boss.
Yeah, he did.
These men are consummate snowball artists. They use sense and nerve gases to induce hallucinations. People think they're seeing ghosts. And they call these bozos who conveniently show up to deal with the problem with a fake electronic light show.
Sounds like that platypus character.
He was definitely a jerk in the movie.
Not Ghostbusters.
It's Ghostbusters. He was the guy from the EPA.
He was the guy from the library or whatever.
Walter Peck.
Yeah.
Walter Peck is correct.
You Googled that shit. didn't
No,
you?
I didn't Google it. I swear I didn't Google it.
He's got Siri in his pocket.
It's IMDb. I did not Google it.
Whatever it takes to win. That's the Dave did it. All right, so Zeneb has got something going on she wants to talk about.
Just check out my horror blog, www.nightmarenokhorrorblog.com, and every week I post about horror movies or anything horror related. Right now we're in pre-production stages for the Nightmare Nook 6 Scary Stories to Give You Nightmares, which is also my audiobook. So
Oh, wow. Where can they get it if they want it?
I'm sorry?
Where can they
Can
get
they buy
it?
it or pick
They
it
can
Where at?
on the website, nightmarenokhorrorblog.com.
You know, we have a lot of guests on this show that are horror
Yeah, she
related.
would have liked to be on
We
those.
go to all the conventions and everything.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah.
Kane Hodder.
Yes, yes.
We've had Danielle Harris. We've had Sid Haig.
Tony
He's hotter than hotter.
We've had we had a bunch of Bill Mosley.
Our movie's kind of like a horror movie too, though.
Tony Moran.
Tony Moran. Yeah, we've had a lot of.
We're chopping shit up.
Like, yeah, Dana DiLorenzo from
Terry.
Ash vs.
any-
Evil Dead.
So anything horror related is on the site.
Yes, everything
And
horror.
like Vinny coming out of the shower.
That's a nightmare on. What street you live on?
Yeah, that would definitely.
What street you live on?
I'm sorry?
What
Mulberry.
street do you live on?
What street? Luddington?
All right, so that's Nightmare on Luddington. Vinny coming out of the shower.
Nowhere near Elm Street. Nowhere near Elm
Hey,
Street.
listen, my hairy ass will scare anybody. Trust me.
No, but
Especially when it's not braided.
I have hair all over my body except for where it belongs on my head.
No, I
It's hurt.
have
It's
to
hurt.
disagree with them. It's the cutest hairy ass in the world.
Hey, I don't know about
Very
that.
nice. Very nice.
And you know,
I can shake it. It's a cute bumping in.
And this year's award for the most hairy, nice and hairy
It's
ass.
always scary when I pull my pants down.
Can I give you a hint for a stocking stuffer? Nair. So Paul, if people want to find out more about the show, is there a website or the Facebook page where they can go?
Yeah, it's actually The Bound. They
The
can just go
Bound.
to Facebook and type The Bound. It'll pop up.
Cool.
Now, did you grew up down there or?
No.
Oh, okay.
I grew up in Patterson.
Patterson.
Which
That's
is even
dangerous. That's a
shittier.
dangerous
even
town.
shittier, yeah.
Homo Lucas style.
21st Avenue. That's the only.
I
street
did the Lou Costello
Lake
Park
Lake
for.
Hiawatha's not
I
too
did.
far.
I helped redo the Lou Costello Park for
How
Salmonella.
nice. You're such a nice guy.
Yeah, I did the bocce ball courts.
With
Me and my bud.
Chris,
Hey,
his
you talking
daughter
about
Chris,
bocce ball,
right?
hell
Yeah.
Well, his daughter Chris, right, was there?
Oh, I don't know.
Lou Costello's daughter, Chris Costello.
You know what? I like.
He
I said,
just
I
did
don't
the
get
work.
starstruck
Right.
and shit like
He
that.
did
Like I was telling you, I
that's
don't care.
me
I went
too.
there. I went there to fucking help out and do the park. I did my shit
That's
and I
probably
left.
the nicest place in Patterson.
It is.
Yeah.
Eisenhower Park on Long Island's got a
Gene,
pretty
cue
nice
up
bocce ball
Jason Bonham.
Oh, he's already go.
Oh, he's up. All right, we got about 3 minutes left. I'm going to go around the room. If anybody's got anything they want to plug, and any last words, so we'll start with Jamie. You know, the home improvement thing again.
Yeah, if you
Put it out
want to,
there.
if you need anything done again, bathrooms, kitchens, basements, any type of trim work, tile work, backsplashes, any of that shit.
Whacking.
It's JamieMattis@gmail.com. It's Everyday Home Improvements. 732-213-5678.
All right, Dave.
Licensed and insured, fully licensed and insured.
And please give him a call, and especially for anybody all our servicemen and women on the American Forces Network who are listening. If you're home on your leave and you need some work done around the house, give Jamie.
Especially
a
if
call.
you're in this area.
Yeah.
I don't think they're traveling to
No.
Kansas.
No, anywhere around Jersey for the most part. I mean, I'll go like 45 minutes in each direction from Central Jersey, so
There
it
you
covers
go.
a good part of it.
Yeah.
Dave, what do you got? I'm comfortable.
East Brunswick Elks Club Friday night. Uncomfortably Funny. We have Vic Cedeno in this Monday. And I will be here next Thursday for the
Ed?
Alpha Male Show 50th episode.
Oh, the premiere of the new night.
And the premiere of the new night for that show.
When is Brendan Jones coming on?
He's not. He's taking a sabbatical from life right now.
Oh, he's in the loony bin again?
No, but very close. Very similar.
Oh, gosh.
He's due for his lobotomy and shock treatment.
Now, if you guys need anything for Christmas,
There's an open
Gisela
door.
here is a fabulous designer. You have to see some of the work she's done, so I'll let you take it from
All
there.
right. Well, yeah, Christmas is fast approaching. So if you guys want to check out my website, www.giselabella.com, I do custom T-shirts, pretty much custom anything. Right
Onesies,
now,
everything, yeah.
Yeah, and I still have my jewelry line that people like to customize their jewelry collections. I work with Swarovski crystals. No gold. I mean, I do a lot of stainless steels. I have the Vin Diesel cross still for this year. Instead of $100 from last year, I actually chopped the price down to $50. So it's a good price. Still, it's online for $149. So
It's the actual cross
it's
that
the actual-
Dominic
yeah.
Toretto wore, yeah.
and that's that. So
Paul?
This weekend I'll be on Long Island. Friday I'm playing at.
Oh, Mike Dillon?
Gateway.
No, Friday I'm playing Piccola Basola Mineola, and Saturday I'm playing Mike Dillon Gateway.
Oh,
Comedy
the Gateway.
Club.
Gateway. I saw that.
Go to comedytornado.com.
Joe?
Check out the Grange Theater in Howell. I'm not doing anything right now, but they do a original theater by all New Jersey playwrights.
Oh, cool.
All right.
And you
Al?
can find them on Facebook.
Al, what about you?
If anybody ever down in Newark, swing by Maria Sweet Deli. It's a bakery. Family owned. There's two
The best.
locations.
The best.
Where is it at? Where's
Oh,
it
the
located?
best coffee.
Yes, the best.
Where's it, Al, where's it
Down,
located at?
Portuguese. Yeah, pastel's nata.
Lattes and espressos.
Yeah.
The best. Forget about it.
I like espresso.
Where's it located, Al?
One is in South Street, and the other one Chestnut.
Oh, Chestnut.
Chestnut
Okay,
Street.
grew up, yeah.
And just want to thank
That's
everybody.
awesome.
Oh, I think.
Great show.
Listen, and these are my extended family here, and I'll do anything I can to help anybody here. And I want to really, Vinny, I bust your balls, but you guys traveled 3 hours. God bless you for doing that. I
Yeah, that was
appreciate
really
it.
nice.
And everybody here traveled a great distance. And I thank you. And Marco, you know,
it's just like Long Island
I'm only
traffic
breaking your
sucks ass,
balls. You have anything you want to promote besides Tooth Decay? Or?
Sequel to Pee Wee Herman.
When I get older, I'm gonna be a dentist.
He's gonna go home and bang Miss Yvonne.
Listen, anybody want to find out any events coming up, just go to facebook.com/official Vinny the Guido. That's
Hey,
Vinny
listen,
with a Y.
Vinny, how do I volunteer to be like a guest referee, or not a referee, announcer for one of these events?
I could probably work on that.
Hook me up, brother. What's up, man? You got gold all around you.
You got gold.
You know, stop forgetting your
Let me
girl's
tell you something,
birthday.
we could use a referee on Long Island for the East Coast Pro Wrestling shows on Long Island. So yeah,
Nice.
that'd be awesome.
Referee or ring announcer, you know.
Dude, you have the
How
voice
about
for a
manager?
manager. I
How
can just
about
see when
I want to be a
Come
manager.
into the fucking ring. You know?
How about a-
Being in a fucking what's your weight asshole?
How about a ring girl? You could be a ring girl.
You could be Miss Elizabeth.
Hey, he's got the man boobs for
I
it.
could be a bad guy's
Sick
manager.
his titties and ass, you know. They don't know the
I'm
difference.
proud of my
Wrestling
man
fans
boobs.
are dumb, you know.
At least I don't have hair on my ass.
Wait.
He's got
Little
more on his
grass
ass
back
than he
there.
does on his head. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Oh wait, do the words of the
I
week.
got the words of the week. Here we go. Stickler, preface, astronomical, transgressions, enhancement, generalizations, and my favorite, Gavonish.
Gavonish.
Wait, I have a closing out segment. I like to say.
Go ahead.
Close out. Remember, people, other people's misfortune is my entertainment. Good night, everybody.
All right, we'll see you all next week. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. We're going to play the Jason Bonham interview. I know you guys are going to like that.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all next week. Don't forget, December 12th is our Roman holiday Christmas party. You can either wear a toga or an ugly sweater. And I hope you all are currently invited to come. We're going to have a lot of food, a lot of fun. So we'll see you all next week. This is the Animal House Radio Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Jason.
Oh no, Jason's not here. He left.
Please, I'm on heart medication as it is.
He going to show to wash the fact that he liked. He asked me to go rub it for him. Let me help him with